Such good.
148.
Well, that's problematic.
Gang. Can we make a difference? Go ahead.
You're living the dream.
Can someone tell me what gay ops means? I'm out of the loop.
Who fucking cares what this split dick motherfucker has to say? No one cares what these retards say. Nigga, all you do is talk about Ralph. They're complete trash. They're jealous, boring, unintellectuals, IQ of fucking peanuts.
Alright, sorry, Ron, relax. Crying like a little fucking bitch.
Peacefully Sunset journalist.
Ralph hates me.
What, Ralph?
I enjoy the Killstream.
Wait, what?
Everything's gone to shit tonight. Look at this stream. All hell Ralph Mel. You're a cock.
Problematic.
Subhuman. Posting vitriolic, troublesome content.
Problematic chat. We can't have this.
If you're doing it, stop it.
That activates the old arms to not slowing us down.
Stop fucking around. 10 seconds, bitch
Hey,
boy.
what up, Ralph? No state. What's going on?
He loves the kill stream.
Everybody loves Ralph.
Watches it all the time.
Now you can sit there and be mad about it. You can cry about it, or you can just pick yourself up off the fucking ground and do what you need to do.
They owed me this. This was my time.
They sent my mother some mean memes. Motherfucker, you don't know shit. You don't know about real hardship. I hope you do.
LARPing fake faggot from the start.
Motherfucker, I went to jail. Nothing in life is guaranteed.
You know the day destroys the night.
Just being honest.
Ralph of the Ralph Retort.
Humble YouTube, man. I dedicate this song to Jared Hall. You're in my heart.
It's not a sexual fetish.
To the other side.
Come on. Say it, Ralph. Say it.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, couldn't resist. I was getting mad.
Don't believe what I'm saying. Dirty little snake.
Wow. Faggot. Those are called faggots.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Get over it. That's what you have to offer the world. Fuck you.
I'm not sure what that's worth.
I couldn't resist just kicking.
What is happening?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck all this.
I love it.
How are these guys still allowed on YouTube? We have the goofy stuff, we have the drama stuff, but we also, when people get pissed off, it's almost just fuel for the fire for y'all.
I want these fucking faggots, this group of retards, to take the hardest fucking shots they can at me. But I'm just a liberal. Why are the conservatives coming after me? When I'm looking at a group of people assemble on the other side of me, and it's a bunch of fucking crazy hormone-taking trannies, dick-chopped academics, failed politicians, and shit like that, then I know I'm doing something right. I live for this. I fucking live for this. Nothing makes me happier. So swing away, Jim.
It's been a wild fucking couple of weeks, man.
It really has. Almost as surreal as Gamergate 2.0.
Oh, those greasy gravelers.
Motherfucker, pretty entertaining, to be honest with you.
The chat.
¿Por qué no le hablabas solo English?
There's no secrets to be had.
We're taking over, motherfucker. It's
Flash
gonna
of
be
tits from the kill stream.
Let's get relaxed.
It's exciting, you don't know what's gonna happen.
And, you know, we are goofy sometimes.
We also talk about some serious stuff, too.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Guys, I don't give a fuck about these bombs. You stupid cocksuckers. You telling me I'm blue-pilled? Fuck you, you motherfuckers. I'm black fucking pilled. I am black as fuck. I'm the blackest stairs took us in a fucking the dark night. You fucking sheep. You sheeple, you're the NPCs, you stupid pricks.
I found an island.
You gotta stream. Banana stream.
Banana stream.
Tacos and burritos from now on.
Fuck you.
The Wall Street Journal.
You fucked me up.
Oy vey!
Fuck the optics. I'm going in.
Shut it down!
The biggest late night show on YouTube. Let me just say something.
Make some nigger jokes in.
Okay, I'm gonna go. And you can all thank the Killstream.
You ruined it.
Fucking pot up in quote.
We out here, Ralphie. Killstream, Gator, Zidane.
Burn it all down.
Jim, where you at?
She started gagging. She just vomited all over my head.
Robin Cox.
More Vespian gas. I don't know what this is, bro. I don't know.
Is this real life?
Say hi, man, yeah. I am Monday Matt and I hate the juice.
It's not even because I'm drunk.
Okay, maybe it's louder because I'm a drunk.
Where the fuck was the outcry?
No, wait a minute, Matt! No!
They make these rules to shackle the strong.
Getting banned by a fucking bunch of pothole faggots.
Sorry, little Timmy, that wheelchair has to go back.
But we must resist.
Fucking Ralph retort and all these other faggots out here.
You can't abort the retort.
Fucking fuck! Where the fuck were you?
How can we allow this?
Fucking E-right-wing celeb cocksuckers!
Dance, bitch! Dance for me, puppet! You motherfucker! Dance! Killstream! 1001 PME fucking bang! Stream me the new home! You can't fucking abort the retort!
This vote.
Yeah! Hello and welcome to the patron stream. Just now awakening. Let me see if I can find the window. There we go. My favorite intro. Definitely true. Meringue bad. Thank you, sir. Oh, man. Let me see. I need an image here for the background. Where am I at? Oh, shit. Now, I see some... First off, I don't send notifications out for these streams. Because they're not really a show. It's just me talking to some supporters. And I never have anything... Well, I might have a topic or two sometimes, but I usually don't have anything planned for these. It's just us kind of talking. So that's why I don't send out the notification. I did put it out on Twitter though, so if you saw it on Twitter and you came over, welcome. Let me find the muted Ralph picture. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Alright, how does that look? Oh, look at that handsome gentleman there on the screen. Yes, I just woke up. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. Where is the... Okay, sorry. Yeah, now there seems to be some miscommunication sometimes about these streams. Like, why can I see them if they're a supporter stream? If it's a patron stream, why can I see them? Well, the stream itself is open for anybody to watch, but it's... You have to be a patron or a subscriber to call in, so that's the only difference basically. That and the fact that I rely on you guys to bring the topics for the most part. Let me go down to the Discord, see how many's here. Oh, there are some people here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is bring on people a couple at a time, which is how I usually go. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, last time I just brought everybody in at once. I don't think that seems to be a little inoperable. So I'm gonna bring in people a couple at a time this time. I think that's easier. Let me bring on Metacurist and Dractonus, and I'll bring them on two at a time. How are you doing? This what is it? Morning, afternoon. Lady and gentlemen. Oh, Dractonus dropped out. What's up, Medicus?
It's evening here, man. Well, nothing much. Just had some food and chilling now.
What did you eat?
What about you, man? Oh, my girlfriend makes these amazing tacos with mixed chicken and pork meat, some cheese sauce, and some chili sauce as well. Not to get you hungry now.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I just woke up. I am kind of hungry, actually. Let's see if Dractonus is alive. Dractonus, you're still muted. No! Maybe she's working on things. Oh, there she is.
Oh, no.
There she is.
Hey, when you pulled me in, it fucked up my speakers and changed the output.
Yeah, Discord's kind of buggy sometimes, I have to say. So what do you guys have to talk about? I do have one thing to talk about. I'll probably talk about this again tomorrow. Mercedes Carrera has a GoFundMe for her, I guess it's her legal defense. Her legal defense fund. I could read a little bit of this. Mercedes Carrera is not only an adult film actress, but has been a dedicated philanthropist to gamers, veterans, and men. She has done charity scholarships and personally helped out many who needed a little extra help. She's also active with her fans on social media and has agreed to do many interviews with even the smallest of YouTube channels. Very recently, Mercedes and her husband were arrested on molestation of her daughter. Based on what her daughter told the police, Mercedes' home was searched and was found to have had meth and 2 loaded guns. The news media tries to indirectly hint that video evidence was found, but there's no mention of what the police have. Well, the police do that by design. They're not going to give away the whole the whole ball game. This person says, I personally am disappointed that meth was found and likely was Mercedes and or her husband's. And while she should face punishment for that, knowing who she is and though she has helped, I do not believe for one moment she did this horrible act and thus have created this GoFundMe. So there's more there. I'm not going to read it all, but there's the GoFundMe for
I have to be honest, I had no idea who this woman was before you guys started covering it. Like, I've never heard of her.
Never, actually.
Really?
Not
Well,
who is she?
I don't remember even those days.
She's a porn actress, and I remember her from the Gamergate days. I haven't talked to her in quite some time though, but I guess the last time I talked to her was probably on that show. Wow, let's see, 2016. I did see her on Twitter a couple of times. I know Worski said he was going to do a show with her, but other than
that's
that,
so surprising that a porn actress would engage in degeneracy.
yeah. Well, not the shock of all time. Although, I mean, the charges themselves are fairly shocking. But anyway, that's all I had. What do you guys have?
I was hoping we'd
Shit
cover
show.
some of the JF and Andy stuff because I woke up this morning to one of Andy's walking around his house whilst angrily recording videos, and I wasn't sure what it was about.
Yeah,
Well,
I figured
that was
Go
on
ahead.
show yesterday.
I'm really disappointed. I like both of them. Like, since they were streaming together, I've been fans of both of them, and now they've fallen out again.
I was there on that show yesterday, and I have no idea how we went on the topic of JF. I was pretty drunk as well, but somehow when Baked Alaska came on and he brought Beardson on, it totally derailed and went to JF somehow. And then Zoom was there, yeah.
Now I figured this would be a topic of discussion. I listened to a lot of the stream while I was driving back from dropping my wife off at the airport. Actually, so what did you guys think of it? Are you asking for my take, or what did you think of it exactly? Did you see any of it?
It was
I know you were a
unexpected.
part of the fucking stream, Medicus. So I guess
No,
you
I haven't actually watched the stream. I just watched his 2-minute video that he uploaded.
Okay. I know he took the stream down. I think there's copies of it out there if people want to
Yeah,
watch.
there's already copies, and I was on air when I was on the stream there, so there's also the one on my Streamy channel. But I don't know how we devolved into JF so deeply. Somebody just came on and everyone started remembering the $25,000, and I remember that stream with JF, and I remember not really thinking anything about it because he phrased it like, oh, somebody donated to my YouTube. I thought it was more of a super chat donation, and I mean the sum is pretty large, and from there it devolved into his court cases and everything about him. So even Ryan Falk was on to shit on JF.
Chat is saying that JF called Andy a rapist. Is that what he actually said, or did he just like word something autistically that Andy took out context?
I still haven't seen JF's part. Hold on, I think I have it. By the way, if the other supporters are listening, we're going to I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes at a time or something like that. We'll do the rotation. So I'll bring on a couple more of you here in a moment. If you can hear the sound of my voice. Now I haven't seen it, but I think hold on, let me see. You guys should be able to see the show links. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's below the on-air chat. So this is the video, and I was told it was around maybe 24 minutes from the end. So give me a second. Let me go to maybe about an hour in this video. Again, I don't. Yeah, so it looks to be about right. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Go to an hour. Just go to an hour 11 in this video.
Yeah.
And it looks like he talked about it for a minute. I haven't seen all this, so I don't know. Let's see, hour 11. Let me play that. You guys got it pulled up?
11 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's play it right, and we might have to skip, so we'll see. Let's play it right now.
This because I've already done it. You're gonna call the lady that's responsible for receiving, and you're gonna call the how do they call them? Freaking clerk. You're gonna call the clerk of the court of a local district court. You're gonna find that, okay, there is this district court, and it's the district court that will be the jurisdictional entity for Right Wing Watch. You're then going to ask, how do I file something? And she's gonna tell you, well, we don't have a fax machine and you cannot send by mail. So you either have to come in person or you have to have the lawyer do it for you. You're gonna make me believe that Andy Warski has the money to pay a Washington, D.C. lawyer for an extensive lawsuit involving some form of defamation, when in fact, the whole idea that Jared Holt has defamed Andy Warski legally is doubtful. Even semantically, it's doubtful. What is the claim here? Andy Warski claims, I have committed stealthing. That is, I have disrupted a condom unknowingly to my partner with the goal of injecting my sperm in her against her consent. Andy Warski makes this admission, and it was kind of a joke, so it's not... A comedian pulls that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm dissociating myself from Andy Warski, he's a rapist. No. But if you make the joke, you have to live with the consequences. The consequences is that if someone...
Now, let me pause at 101.56. I did see some of Warski's stream. This is my first time seeing this, and that was one of the lines I believe Andy was upset about. If you make a joke, you have to live with the consequences. I see Old Angry Normies celebrating his sub-anniversary. There's another sub-anniversary earlier as well. Okay, let's play a little bit more. 101.56. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play a little more. We'll get your thoughts. We'll take in some other people, and we'll play even more after that. Okay, let me pull it back up. Let's play it right now.
Nels says, look, I look at your stealthing act, and it sounds like rape to me. I've not committed defamation. Here, Andy, why don't you not sue Right Wing Watch? Why don't you sue me? I'm gonna say it right here. Sounds like rape to me.
That sounds quite bad when he puts it like that.
It's not that there are no
you can never tell if JF's being
that can
sarcastic.
kind of make it look okay for Andy. You could say, well, his girlfriend stayed with him after, therefore she ended up consenting after the fact. Absolutely. But you can have women who stay with people who have raped them at some point, and then they are...
All right, actually, let me pause at 102.45. It's a little harsher than it was described to me. I have to say that.
It sounds like rape to me, and
it's slightly harsher than what was originally described to me. Let's just put it that way. So I know a lot of people.
He can always play the game. He always plays the game. And, well, I was joking, or no, I wasn't joking. I was serious there. He just changes his stance.
I remember when Andy told the story. I was watching the Kumite at the time he told it, and people were angry with him. Like, they didn't find it funny the way he told it, but obviously he's come out since and kind of explained it a bit more. I don't know if that was him being honest or if he was just trying to backtrack because he realized how bad it sounded in hindsight.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were messaging me yesterday. I see Zug says Kumite get out. Dude, everybody was watching the Kumite back then. But yeah, anyway, a lot of people were messaging me. I was driving across the state of Virginia, and they're like, Ralph, you got to get on here, stop Andy. You know, things are going wild. And I said, hey, look, I'm driving across the country, or not country, but the state. I'm really not able to do so. And it was my day off anyway. So, yeah. And then it was described, and they're like, well, you know, he just gave a little advice or whatever. And I know there's also the people are also saying that that Andy kind of brought this stuff up the other night on the Failure Show. I haven't seen that. I was on that show for a little while, and then I had to go do my own show, so I don't know exactly what all was said on there. If we want to go to that, we can as well. But let's continue this clip for a little bit. We'll get some more thoughts from you guys. 102.45. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's play it right now.
Emotionally attached enough that they decide to stay with their aggressor. The fact is, I've not defamed Andy Warski by suggesting this, and even Jared Holt did not defame him. It's a fair characterization of what happens when you get an injection of sperm inside of you against your consent. It's not that I'm going to moral fag about it. I don't give a shit. You can stealth all you want. I'm not judging you morally, and I don't care that Andy Warski did that. But for him to be peddling bullshit like, oh, I have a leak of Jared Holt, and the supposed leak is simply a discussion on the phone between Andy Warski and Jared Holt, where he says, hey, yo, I found this pretty not cool what you did, like writing an article about me and the stealthing stuff. And now I have to explain this to people. And Jared Holt didn't say anything. All he said in that phone conversation was, oh, I can understand that it's hurtful. The thing is, Jared Holt did not even commit an ethical transgression from the perspective of journalism. Now, you have to be pretty fucking stupid to let Jared Holt write an article about you and not commit a journalistic ethics violation. It's like, you have to give him so much
What's he doing with his
for
right hand?
his smearing to be actually true, that you have to be so stupid as to think that you're going to reveal a story about you tearing apart a condom and make it and believe that you're going to get away with it without some people at least pointing out to the fact that, hey, technically, it's fucking rape. And the big problem with this is not so much the deception that Andy is engaging in with himself when he makes up these drama things and these stories, which are unsustainable in the long run. The problem is the deception of the audience.
Oh, come on.
It's that you are entering a relationship with your viewers whereby you are always on the next drama. Back in the days, it was the Sargon of Akkad liberalist trademark. Where did that go? Did it happen?
It's not supposed to go on forever.
Is there a liberalist Discord? No, it was a joke one night in which Andy promises ongoing flows of memes that don't happen. And when, by the way, Andy, a phone conversation that you recorded is not a leak. Leaks of Jared Holt slandering Warski. It's not a leak, and he's not slandering you. It's a phone conversation you had with him. So title your video correctly.
Oh.
If there's one thing you should have learned from my months at Warski Live, it would be not to deceive with the title. And so it's not a leak, it's a phone conversation you've had.
I love that the title of the video is Jeff's biggest problem. Like, he openly admits he doesn't give a shit that he, like, took the condom off.
Let me pause at 106.28. Yeah, now I haven't seen this audio. I know somebody linked the let me see if I can find that, the Failure Show where this was brought up. I will say that it's a little bit it's a little bit harsher than what was described to me. Yeah.
Well, let's go into JF's territory then. So if this is technically rape, he was technically having sex with a fucking potato. Technically, the court did find her unable to consent. So technically, he did rape a 19-year-old girl. Technically. I mean, how technical does he want to go? And he was the one also saying that he used to write clickbait titles for articles, and that was his job at one point. And he focused on that title. So so vigorously. I don't know. It sounds just like he's nitpicking on BS that he can always spin it in whichever way he wants to. Like, I didn't technically say this, but I said that. So, you're never sure with JF. He doesn't give a concrete stance on something.
Do you guys remember the few weeks where JF streams were getting loads of downvotes because he did the whole, like, he says he's for free speech, but he had this thing where he thought it should be illegal to say, like, to slander people online, like, verbally and, like, mislead. So he was okay when people were calling him a rapist, but now that it's being directed at Andy, he thinks that it should be allowed.
Yeah, he does seem to be pretty fired up during this clip as well. Like when it was described to me, this is the first time I've seen it. It was, oh well, JF's giving this dispassionate advice, and and the way it was described, I was like, well, maybe
I mean, how autistic is it that a condom fell off and that's rape now? Let's just be real.
I know, but when he told the story, that's not what he said, to be honest. So I'm kind of two minds whether that actually did happen or if he was just exaggerating the story for like comedic value, like he said.
Yeah, but still, if that was just what happened, that the condom fell off and that's it, then I mean, in any real world, that's like, well, shit, it happened.
No, by
that's
the way,
not even his main gripe though. Like he thinks it's fine if that did happen, which, I mean, I'm surprised he would even be speaking out on this because JF's been telling Andy to have children for so long and he's always supporting like the regeneration of the white race, so I thought he would like it.
Zero Depressive says that voice is like silk in my ears. That's a nice compliment there for you, Dractonus.
Hey, thanks.
Nice. But somebody, who else? I'm trying to see who said this. I'm still waking up. Benadryl says all this commentary is not contradicting JF. Is JF wrong? I mean, as far as will it be hard to sue Jared Holt? Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah. It definitely will be hard to sue Jared Holt from another country. Plus, I mean, they're supported by, liberal, quote unquote, philanthropists, Echo. So I'm sure that they would have a vigorous defense. That being said, I mean, if Andy really wants to sue him, I mean, I'll support him. But would it be hard to sue him? Yeah, for sure. I see Buried says no notification stream. Yeah, I don't send out notifications on these. So I did send out a tweet though. So. But yeah, look, so I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I'm gonna rotate some people in. If you want to hang out in the green room some more, I'll probably bring you back on. But I want to make sure I get everybody in here. But just
sure.
I guess thoughts, more final thoughts here on the situation, and then I'll bring you guys back on towards the end. What do you think about it so far?
I think that I know it sounds bad. Like it's pretty damning to be told you basically did rape her, but I think where JF's coming from with this is the continuing support and advice that he's been offering Andy even since they split up. I think he genuinely does mean it in a way to help him, and he's always kind of there in the background mentoring him. Like everything that he says to him is meant with advice, and he'll be the first to admit that he's not Andy's friend. He doesn't want to be his friend. Like he doesn't really care about anyone on an emotional level. He's just being practical and he's just saying what he thinks to be true. And I think that Andy could take some things from it. Like he says about the continuing drama. He just goes from one person to another and he's just picking fights with all these people. And at the end of it, there isn't going to be any bridges left to burn and he's just going to keep burning out. Like he needs to pick his fights carefully.
What about you, Medicurse? Again, I'll bring you guys back on towards the end.
Yeah, well, I have a bit of a different perspective on it. So I think, well, Andy always does his things. He gets on a mission, then he burns out a little bit, slows down, he gets back on the horse again. But as far as JF, I mean, the whole perception...
Bullshit. Fuck that noise.
Narrative, he's trying to push as if Andy's faking this drama for his audience, or that some drama should live out to its full potential, like the liberalist meme. No, it was meant to be funny for a few weeks, few days, and then you move on to the next thing. And as far as betraying the audience, I mean, JF has a slower chat than the Kumite. because he banned so many people. He banned all my accounts. He banned anyone who even questioned the Lauren Rose thing, even giving him advice. So I mean, betraying the audience, I wouldn't go there, JF. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, I'll toss you guys back in the green room. We'll if you're still around, we'll bring you in towards the end and just have a big old party. Thank both of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay. So we're gonna rotate in some other people. I did see a couple little super chats here. Let me read those. H Wood says Willow's a pedo, Willow's a pedo, Willow's a pedo, and Texas Dad has AIDS. I believe that's some Discord drama there. I don't even know. Every time I go in there, it's something else. Something else crazy is going on. I just take it for what it's worth at this point, which is not much. Unless you're drunk and you just want to fuck around with everybody in there, which I did last night, which is why I'm tired. Nick Thibodeau says Italy has parades where they've embraced the God Emperor Trump meme. I did see this yesterday, part of it anyway. Let me I'll pull that up for filing away. We'll play it before we're out of here. Stacy Marjorie says, here's some morning shekels. The best part of waking up is shekels in your cup. Thank you very much. Let's bring on a couple more. I'm trying to see who's been on here first. Let's see. I know Church of Failure. Let's see. Church of Failure and Cynic in Chief, I believe. Now let me fix the audio for you gentlemen. Give me 1 sec.
All right.
Let's see. Church of Failure, Cynic in Chief. You're on the air on the patron stream. I'm gonna have to shorten the title of these. Whatever. The supporter stream, I guess is what a shorter title. How are you gentlemen doing this early afternoon?
Ralpha Mail.
I don't feel like the Ralpha Mail right now, but I'm still here, still chugging along. What do you guys think? I guess this is the topic du jour of the program, and I'm gonna go back to playing some more of it here in a second. But what do you think about this?
Oh, I think Andy is too high IQ for JF's taste. So.
Oh wow.
I kind of expand on Dractonus a little bit because from what I've noticed, ever since you guys got back from Knoxville, Andy Worski basically had a hit list and he's marking them off from the top down. I mean, Davis, Anal Vape, JF, who the hell else ever? I mean, anybody, every other day, it seems like Worski's going after somebody else. He's going to burn out, I think.
You think it's stressful to go after everybody like this, do you think?
Well, I mean, you put a target on your head as soon as you go after somebody. And you go after 5 to 6 somebodies. Even if you're the big fish, 6 or 7 smaller ones take you back out.
All right, let's see. Okay, now do you guys see I think you should be able to see it. Cynic in Chief, I don't know why you don't have the patron tag. But
I don't know. Ever since you switched servers, I lost any kind of patron status on the...
Sometimes what you got to do, if your tag's not showing up, you can just go through your Discord and relink it, and it'll all of a sudden start showing up. So, anyway, you should be able to see the show links part of the Discord at this point.
Yeah.
And actually, somebody told me everybody could see it. That was Gator, I think, said everybody could see it anyway. So maybe I'm just too sleepy. Do you see the link to the stream that I'm playing?
Yeah.
Okay. So pull that up. Pull it to 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 28 seconds. We'll continue with the clip. Doing a little rotation game here today. We'll talk to you guys for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. 15, 20 minutes. Then we'll rotate some other people in. I do see Ranbot in here as well.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a patron, we will drag him in at some point as well. I might drag him in soon, actually. Maybe Rand can help me host this. What's up, Rand?
Oh, I'm always happy to help you host. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going good. Are you
aware that I'm stream sniping you while playing XCOM?
No, I'm not, but I am now. You told me you were going to, so it's not a big shock.
Well, there you go. Forewarned is forearmed, huh?
Yeah. So, what do you think about this whole thing so far?
Look, let me just say, I'm shocked. I say that the alternative right has fallen into infighting. I've never seen that happen before.
We've never seen this. This is new.
It doesn't happen. Like internet autistics don't get into gay and retarded slap fights with each other. I've never seen such behavior.
No, it's not like this program was built on that. But yeah, I see a couple super chats. Hans Handsome says Ralph Retort does Sunday Fun Day. I don't know. I don't think we could call it that. I don't know if Jim's doing a stream today or not, by the way. It seems like, I don't know. I can't speak for him. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But usually,
well, if he does, we'll have a fucking full court press, because I mean Zoom's going ham at the moment. You're on.
Yeah.
Everyone's cutting into my anime titties time. This is when I put on my anime titties, and everyone's turning up to wreck my party. What the fuck?
Ours is a more analytical view, I think, of what's going on here. Onion Wizard says bombshell. Holy fuck! I don't know what this is. I don't think that has to do with this. Let's pull this up. So, do you guys got it pulled up? 1 hour, 6 minutes, 28 seconds.
Got it.
All right, let's continue it. Randy, you have it pulled up, sir?
Hold on. Well, now I got to fucking tab out of XCOM. Fuck. I wasn't kidding. I really was playing XCOM.
I believe you, but I mean, if you're gonna host the show, you gotta follow along with me here.
Fuck, I'm hosting now. All right, that's an upgrade. Where'd you post it? Just in the chat?
In the show links, it should be below the
the owner. Roger. Yeah, I got you. Okay, what time are we going to on this?
Let's see. Let me go back. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 28 seconds.
Please be patient. I have autism.
Yeah, well.
Anybody
a part of this that's a part of this endeavor might have a little touch of the tism. I think is probably safe.
The more I listen to clips from JF, the more I'm inclined to agree. So what's that? 1 hour, 6 minutes, and
28 seconds.
28 seconds. It is okay, Ralph. I have now located the correct time.
All right, very good. Let's play it. Everybody, let's play it right now.
Oh, just.
Oh shit! I accidentally paused it. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. Let's play that right now.
He says nothing interesting, and he does not slander you. And now I am suing Right Wing Watch and Jared Holt. What are you gonna sue them for? Do you know what are the conditions for malicious intent in defamation suits in Washington, D.C.? I know, because I know the laws of this country and of countries around it, and of the U.S., and of the specific states, and I know the legal history. I know the case. I know the cases from the Supreme Court, from the Court of Appeals. And I know this fucking clerk in Washington, D.C. does not accept facts, although she's statutorily obligated to do so. There's a statute forcing this clerk to accept fax submission. But she says, no, I don't. We don't have fax machines. Sorry. There's no place for justice for Canadians in defamation suits in the U.S. It simply does not exist. It's a sad thing. Maybe when Kurt Doolittle is done throwing his Molotov cocktails, we'll create a better world. But in the current world, what Jared Holt did to you is not defamation, Andy. It is actually factually correct. It is a rape to be injecting sperm unconsensually into a woman, and that's it. Watchdog Media sends $10. He says Kurt's example of the Ukrainian revolution ignores the influence of people like Biden, Nuland, Ashton, and Soros. The revolution brought Ukraine closer to the EU and has led to thousands of deaths from war. Nicholas says, Kurt, you're great. Love you, bro. Pizza Fest says, what are you...
All right, let's skip a little bit here. I think he goes through... He kind of just goes through, I guess, and breaks down Andy's video. Let's skip to 1:10:40. We'll watch a little bit of that from that point on. I think he's looking at the... Oh, I think he was watching it live, actually. Okay, so 1:10:40. Let's continue from there. We'll get some more thoughts from you guys and anything else you want to talk about. Then we'll rotate some more people in, and we'll do the big... I was about to say a joke, but I won't repeat that. We'll do the big call in towards the end. Okay. 1-10-40. Let's play it right now.
Cabal of people 4 times. I was able to solve 3 cases by myself. I was able to take down a games journalist that no one took down for 8 years by myself. I was able to fall and rise on YouTube 4 to 5 times myself.
Is he on coke or is he imitating the French accent?
Brings white nationalists on my show every fucking day. They're saying the most horrific things. Emily Yukis, who's so fucking funny. She's cool. And I'd fucking...
By the way, JF's smile went away when Emily Yukis was mentioned. I just noticed.
Something about like...
the girl... Can we pause it? Hold on. 1-11-26. JF was laughing and... Look at his face now all of a sudden. Once Emily Yukis, it just completely changed. Like he was told his dog died or something like that. So he was laughing, chuckling about cocaine, and now look at his face once Emily Yukis was mentioned. Holy shit.
His smile and optimism gone.
It's gone. It's completely gone. Oh, some people want to replay. We do have to replay that, I think. That was...
Poll request. Did Andy actually get to bang Emily Yukis?
I don't know. I wasn't notified of it if he did.
It'd be a fucking crime if someone's not.
Let's go to 1-11-08. We have to see that again. All right, 1-11-08. Let's play it right now.
Imitating the French accent.
Brings white nationalists on my show every fucking day. They're saying the most horrific things. Emily Yukis, who's so fucking funny. She's cool.
Oh,
and I'd
look
fucking...
at his face completely changed.
She's like, oh, something about like, oh, the girl, yeah, and the Jews. Emily! He takes her off the show. He brings people on my... He defends Chris Cantwell throwing Jewish people inside of...
Whoa, Andy. I have to censor this.
Why did you offended our people, Leah? And Chris Cantwell is on your show, or no, it's not a bald guy, whatever his name was. It's on your show a month later, and he's like, it's one of those people who have the nose, and you kick him off. So you get mad at me and do a 4.5-hour expose about why I should have been okay with on my channel having every slur in the world, and you defending the joke.
Nice. Okay, he's laughing again.
Putting a Jewish person in that thing.
Are they flexing on each other about who's less anti-Semitic?
A joke is when you say something. You say something like
an anti-Semitism.
You say like, imagine he fell into the thing because he's Jewish. He was like, what would you? I would definitely throw them into.
Whoa,
meanwhile, you just get Dr. Duke on.
So Andy has still retained all of the frustration from back in the days of the Cantwell stream.
I'll do a 3.5-hour expose about your emotional reaction.
By the way, can we pause at 1:13:01 and say that Andy's JF sounds like Count Dracula? I think that is that fair to say? I don't know if that's by design or not, but it reminds me of Count Dracula.
Andy might need to realize that trying to do impersonations may not be his strong suit.
It was. I mean, it just has that flavor to it. All right, 1:13:01.
The guy who does bass Sargon does a very fantastic JF imitation as well.
Really?
By the way, where is that resident Sargon? He hasn't called in for a while.
No, I missed that guy too. Church of Failure, Syndicate Chief. Go ahead and give your thoughts so far on this, or anything else you want to talk about. I'll make sure I get you guys some time.
I'll see about getting him on, because he was on Matt Forney's comeback stream, and he did a JF, Chris Cantwell, Mike Enoch, and a Sargon imitation, as well as a Davis Arini imitation.
He does a V impersonation too. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not that it's hard to do a Mike Enoch impersonation. Like Dark V does it effortlessly every time he calls in.
So what do you guys think about this, or anything else you want to talk about real quick?
This is some incredibly gay drama.
Not you, Rand.
Cynic, go ahead.
You're the
Jed's
host.
partially right. Andy really doesn't have that much of a case in the U.S. Our defamation laws are so strict that you really have to do something pretty bad in order to actually be held liable for it. Honestly, Andy just needs to get a competent lawyer, maybe talk to Nick or something like that and get his opinion on it. But I don't think he's got much of a case. That said, JF is still a shithead.
All right, go ahead, Church of Failure. What do you think?
Well, it's like I said when I first came in, man. I think he's burning himself going after every single target he can. And it really feels to me like Andy Worski is just literally on a warpath with anybody that even slightly talks shit about him. But it's understandable considering he's just coming off the whole Andy's a pedo, Andy's a rape. Every other fucking day somebody's accusing this guy of something.
Yeah.
So
I think there's something to that. Obviously, I mean, I love Andy. I consider him a friend of mine. I watched the stream last night. And I will say, after watching a little, some of JF's clip here, it comes across. So for some people, like, wow, Andy's losing it. What's he doing? After seeing his clip, it makes a little more sense. I would have to say it was much harsher than what was described, especially the beginning that we were watching. Now at this point, it's he's laughing and stuff like that, but he pretty much said, what was his exact quote again? Well, I would call you a rapist too, or something like that. Like, so at that point, I could see being upset. If that had been said about me, I would probably be upset. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's watch a little bit more, and we'll bring in some more people. We'll get some final thoughts from you guys. 11301. Oh wait, hold on. Rand, what did you say? I think yours was pretty short and sweet, though.
Oh well, one of the guests there hit the nail on the head. I was previously talking to someone you're not very happy with at the moment, and we pretty much came to the same conclusion that Andy's riding very high. He's gone after a slew of targets very recently, but he really ought to just concentrate on I mean, I think taking down Jared Holt's a full-time job. Trying to take on everyone all at once might be a stretch too far. We'll see how it pans out. I mean, we do love to watch dumpster fires.
That is correct.
All right, let's watch a little bit more. 11301 right now.
Reaction. This guy fucking. I'm just going off on him now because I'm not gonna sit here. What am I, you cower about him? Oh, his audience will come here and hate me. Good, whatever the fuck anymore. Oh, be careful. Don't make fun of the teacher. I came here to teach in the internet because there's a lot of people. No, you were fired from fucking Duke. Don't lie. Who's like, I have an amazing job at Duke.
I've never been fired from Duke. I left Duke.
I'm sure that happened. I'm sure that fucking happened. Oh, hey, I work at...
By the way, I was a postdoc at Duke. I did not have a title that would allow me to work all life, but I was not fired. I was a postdoctoral researcher, and I was not fired. I decided to stop.
You saying Jared didn't slander you and that you deceived your fans. How about this? You deceived your fans and you fucked a retarded girl who didn't know what was happening. So therefore, you raped someone.
You'll never talk to this girl. All of the retarded girls I've ever fucked were all happy with the situation.
Oh, Jesus.
You clearly have never talked to her.
Creepy, scary man. This guy has fucking women probably in the attic. I'm a Chad. You see him in real life? He's just sweating. He's personality-less. No personality. I was trying to talk to him like a human being.
Oh yeah, I'm totally autistic. That is true. It's just I can live with it. I live very well with it.
IQ? Yeah, you could read a book and you could stick it in your head, but it's because you're autistic and your autism is the extra. You know how autism has like you get like one extra power, but everything else sucks. It's like when you build an RPG.
This guy is on drugs.
You could like pick like a race or something, or like, and you pick is one of 5 of them, and one of them will raise 1, everything else is down. You're the one. You have one thing raised. Yeah, you could memorize things well, and you could read them well, and you're really good at lying and deceiving people. You're a very good. You're
I love Andy. But what the
ultimate
fuck is
snake.
he talking about?
Name the lie. Name the fucking lie.
Let me pause it at 115.50. I think he means like the one stat is maxed out, the autism stat, but all of your other stats are lower. I think that's
yeah, it's a really shitty superpower generally when you roll for autism. Like you can have the power to know the name and model of every train ever manufactured on Earth, but you'll never get a blowjob.
Yeah. Also, we have the poll here: Andy versus JF. My wife actually suggested that we run that poll. Okay, let's continue. Let's play another minute. We'll get some final thoughts from you guys. Anything else you want to bring up? We'll bring in some other people, and then we'll bring everybody on towards the end. All right, 1:15.50. Let's play for one more minute. We'll pause it. Bring in some other people right now.
Elior and Tonka, they were in your ear and they stole the show. Smash cut to rewind. I was planning on leaving. I was ready to leave the show. What was it? So you're complaining about them being snakes in my ear, but you are a snake. And he made a right joke. He deserves to be in jail. Okay? You've been convicted for 7 times, and every girl you have...
I've been convicted 7 times. You are on drug, my friend. There are 7 women who once told false stuff about me in courts. None of them have led to conviction because none of them were telling the truth, you fucking idiot. That would be a defamation suit. To claim 7 convictions when I had 0, that would be a fucking good defamation suit.
We call them the Pip Kids. You know?
All right, this part's kind of funny.
And he's trying to like shimmy his way towards them, but he doesn't want people to see because they're gonna be like, "Why is he going there?" And there's like a strobe light that goes like this slow strobe light. It goes, so when it turns off, he could shimmy one, and he keeps doing that until he's there.
All right. Well, Andy is confused, but hey, not much new here. Torrin McCabe, this one.
I think that's the crux of the clip here. Now, somebody also linked me to, I think they said it was an hour 38, perhaps, on the Failure and AP show. I was on there for a few minutes. They weren't talking about it when I was on, just before the Killstream. And I was kind of half in, half out. So I didn't see what happened with that, but apparently later on they talked about some of the JF clips that we played on this show. Gentlemen,
JF was
go ahead.
JF was doing live commentary. Why didn't he just call in?
Well, that was suggested. Of course, I was driving at the time, but I could see the chat as well, and I know a lot of people were suggesting that JF should just get on. And I do think some people had some problems with the cast, particular cast that Worski had on as well last night. I know Baked Alaska was on there, Ashton Birdie, who else? Beardson, a few others. I'm trying to think who else. Medicurus was on there, but I think it was more the Baked Alaska wing that was people weren't too fond of. At least the people who were critical of the stream. Now there were people sitting there laughing and saying, "Good, it's Tom JF got roasted." So I don't know. It's kind of a split opinion here on the situation. That's why we're trying to pull the full Walter Cronkite here. And yes, I mispronounced that on purpose. But okay. Go ahead, Church of Failure, Cynic in Chief. What are your thoughts?
Cynic, you go first.
I think this bodes very well for the upcoming Andy versus JF fight. I'll be glad to see that. And honestly, I don't think Andy's really got much of a case, but he's kind of riding high on it, and it gets him views. So I don't know. I wish him the best.
Well, I will say, if they end up doing the fight, this would be a good opening salvo in that for sure.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think, Church of Failure?
Well, actually, I think I've said my piece on the JF bit.
Yeah, and do you have anything else you want to add real quick? That's not. This just happens to be what
I got three quick points.
Okay.
One, did you guys see the fake Ross admission that it was all just a bit, and I'm too depressed to keep being fake Ross? That was
I
on
did see Toad McKinley tweet that out. Yeah.
The other thing, AP is banned supposedly because of a Coogan. Well, not banned, but in timeout for the next half a day.
Really? Okay, I didn't see that actually. No.
Failure tweeted that out this morning. And lastly, or not, Rand, how's it going with the crocodile takeover?
Well, I don't know if you've been reading my Twitter, but I was asked, like, am I leading a crusade against the Crocs? I'm actually commanding the Croc Rebel Army. Inshallah, my brothers will overthrow the government. Oh, that was you. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Inshallah, my brothers, this false government shall be thrown down, and the superior Croc race shall take over Australia.
You should see if Gator can fly in and help command them. I mean, those are essentially his people.
What, you think we're friends just because we're both black?
No. You're in front, you asshole.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to put you back in the green room. If you want to come on towards the end, hang around, and we'll do the clusterfuck ending as well. So, thank you.
One point?
Yes, yeah, please go ahead.
With this very, very cold weather, I recommend you get the double Killstream shirt, where you've got a long sleeve shirt and then a hoodie on top of that. You can buy those over at Ralph's store.
I like that. I like that recommendation. You can get those at shop.theralphretort.com. I like the way you think. Also, I'm going to be doing a new shirt here pretty soon, and I'm just completely ripping off Dick Masterson at this point in time. He had a shirt when we were in Knoxville, and it's an actual quote from Maddox from DMs, like a screenshot, and it's Maddox saying, "I'm calling the police." And somebody made the same thing except with Ian Miles Chong. So I should have that up later today. If you're listening to this and you want some type of tangible gift or whatever item for your donations. But yeah, thank you, gentlemen, both for your support and for joining me on this program. And if you want back in later, just hang in the green room and I'll bring you in.
I'll be there, man.
All right.
Thanks, Ralph.
Okay, Rand, you're still here with me, the Aussie. How's it going there today?
Feels comfy, mate.
It is.
It's good.
It's a little comfy.
Well, today, this is midnight. Actually, it says 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, shit. I forgot how late it is there. All right, let's bring in some other people. I'm going to do 3 this time. Now, this could be a strange 3. Let's see. I see Kenny Jones is in the green room. I don't know if he's officially a patron anymore or not. He seems to think he still has a patron slot left up from where he didn't use it before, which is not really how it works. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say, has the audience been naughty? Do they need to be punished? Is that why you're going to bring in Kenny?
Well, I kind of thought it might be funny. I guess we'll see. Andy versus JF, the poll. Andy 122, JF 60. That's the informal poll there in the chat. And so let's look through. I'm looking through the chat as well. They're basically kind of just talking about the same stuff we're talking about. All right, let's see. Let me see who all's been on. No, Alt Kegs. Okay, let me turn him down a little bit. I'm gonna take in 3 this time. So let's do this. Alt Kegs, give me a second. Let me bring in. Hold on.
Ugh.
One sec. Nurax. And I see Spooky Weeb Trash. We're gonna get her on in a moment too. I'm just trying to
2 girls on one show.
I know, amazing. I'm just gonna try to get some people who are on, like in order. I don't know if it's quite the order, but it's close. Okay. So by the way, I'm gonna save Kenny and Spooky for the same time because I think that might be funny. Okay, gentlemen, what's up? Jamobi, Neuraxis, Bandcake. By the way, Neuraxis, I think you are a Stream Me sub, right? Subscriber, not a. Can Neuraxis hear me, by the way? Oh no, Neuraxis, no.
Hello.
Well, we'll work on it. We'll see if he can hear us. Alt Kex, Jamobi, how are you gentlemen doing?
Oh, better now that I'm
dying.
not just listening.
Well, that's good. Yeah, the bot's not working in there. because Gator's not here to make it work. So
Well, I gotta make up for my fuck up the other night. So there's that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're here. So what are you thinking about? We've been talking about the Warski JF thing, of course, but if you have any other topics, that's fine too.
I've just been listening to that. I mean, it's just a shit flinging fit again between the two of them.
Where do you lie on this?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Irish nationalists and retard advocates are on suicide watch now.
So what do you think, Alt Kex?
JF is a retard himself.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Now, by the way, Nurax, I was saying you're a subscriber on Streamy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Now let me go ahead and give you the Streamy subscriber role. I see Spooky also needs one of those too. So let me give her that. We'll bring her in on the next round with Kenny Jones. That should be. Kenny doesn't get to talk to females. Kenny doesn't get to talk to females very often, so this should be pretty funny. But
he's got the evidence this time, Ralph.
Oh, we kid because we love Kenny. He's a good guy.
If you love Kenny, you should be shot with Kenny.
All right, we'll get into that. He
likes Ross, so
that's the
buddy
here.
with Ross.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that. Somebody in the Discord sent me that. Should we watch that instead? I don't know. Maybe we could pull that up. I still haven't seen it.
Fucking Ross stream.
They were sending it to me yesterday, and they're like, "Ralph, you got to see this." I think it happened a week or two ago, and I still haven't seen it. Maybe we'll save that for when Kenny's on. Bladderspace in the super chat says, "Comment on the 25K Jeffrey Epstein gave to JF. Also get Ricada Law on." I think Ricada is a family man. I don't think he's gonna hop on at what is it? His time, probably he's in Central time zone, I think. So it's like noon Central. Pretty sure he's chilling with the wife and kids on 12 p.m. on a Sunday. But he was just on the other day. But yeah, I always like to have Nick Ricada on this program. And I also did just get a DM from Dick Masterson. I haven't got to talk to him just yet, but his new, let me pull that up. Now this guy, I mean, this totally isn't the official Dick Masterson Patreon. Twitter. Let me alter my remarks here a little bit. But you know what I mean. Here we go.
It's pig squeal time, baby.
Here we go. His tweet. My Patreon alt is up and running with Stone Toss, Wormwood, Nick Ricada, and others. If you are a creator whose supporters refuse to use Patreon because of their political activism, DM or email me and I'll set you up on my new platform. Sargon, Timcast, that's Tim Pool, Ruben Report, whoever. Now, Dick's kind of rolling this out. And also, let me see if I can find the other tweet where he talks about it a little bit. Oh, here it is. If you signed up to be notified about my Patreon alternative, I've just sent out a round of 200 invites. The first creators and friends of the Dick Show are getting set up on the platform now. I'm charging a 0% fee. And then he says, that is all. So I think Patreon ends up being with the PayPal takeaway. It's about 10%. Not bad, to be honest, although so a lot of people have issues even using Patreon and supporting their bullshit in the first place, which I completely understand. I know I won't say a lot, but probably about 30 or 40 people dropped off Patreon, my personal Patreon, after the Sargon stuff and some of the problems with others. So totally understandable. I will get on the Dick Show thing and see how that works. Might be a few people who want to test it out. Plus, I just want to promote another option, another way. Oh, Bladderspace says you didn't answer the first question. Comment on the 25K Jeffrey Epstein gave to JF. I mean, it's not a good look. I don't know what do you want me to say about that. Jeffrey Epstein, pretty much known as a notorious, if not a full pedo, pretty much known as a pedo with his Lolito Island stuff, and yeah, I don't think
that might explain a couple of things. Now I think about it.
I don't think it's good to
following his beef with Old Hype.
You mean JF's?
Yeah,
here and there. I know he was on the show last night. And again, I don't know the history of. I think JF talked about it once. I don't know the history of Epstein and JF, and I think somebody said, I don't know if it's JF himself, but he said it was to start a science program or something. I don't know, and I think it might have been. I really can't say. It might have been before the charges. I really don't know the whole history of that, so I can't fully comment on it. I do know that having a major donation from Jeffrey Epstein on your record, people are going to use that against you for sure, because it's not the greatest look. But
well, if you don't mind, I can just do a brief little thing on what's going on.
Somebody in chat saying
there.
it was before, so okay, fair enough on that. Yeah, so that was look, I did an interview with Mercedes Carrero, so and I did see some people actually trying to use that against me. Well, I didn't know she wasn't charged with the child molestation at the time. So yeah, that's definitely
she 100% did it.
Yeah, I'm not too confident in the defense. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I know her position.
It's very unfortunate that we found cocaine. We found meth and loaded handguns at her house, but don't take that into account when considering how completely innocent she is of doing things to a kid that perfectly described the layout of their fuck dungeon.
Yeah, and her whole defense was, her fundamentalist. I don't know if it was her ex-husband. They were trying to. I guess the guy was trying to keep her from having access to her daughter or something like that, and they were, manufacturing the story. I don't know. Police can definitely be wrong. Don't misunderstand me. Not every case, just because somebody's charged, is like a slam dunk. They automatically did it. I will say usually on a case like this, the police were speaking very confidently in their press release, and I tend to think they have something pretty solid there, and I'm not inclined to take up her cause. Let's just put it that way. I'm trying to speak a little diplomatic.
They don't usually come out that strong unless they think they've got a fucking slam dunk.
Yeah, they're talking like Michael Jordan 360 windmill dunk here when I read that press release. Now it could be different when it comes out, but they seem to be fairly confident in what they're doing here, and we still have only heard the very tip of the iceberg with what they have. As the GoFundMe says, and as I said on the stream, they definitely do intimate. Now here's the GoFundMe. They definitely do intimate that they have video evidence. Now I don't know if they actually do, but yeah, I got the same vibe from their press release. So, and if they have that, obviously it is slam dunk lock over. So, it doesn't look great. Also, she was on my show. She lied about having a daughter. Now, you could explain that as saying, well, she didn't want publicity on her daughter and stuff like that. I guess, but just a lot of little things.
In isolation, that would be perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not good for what's stacking up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it looks good for Mercedes, and it is. I know a lot of people. Well, she's a porn star. Are you shocked? Am I shocked that this came down from somebody that actually talked to on the show? Yeah, I am. I'm a little shocked, but the porn industry does have some definite degeneracy in it. I think it's safe to say. So maybe I should
just remember your most controversial guest was a nice old man who never raped any kids.
Nice old man who was telling me to get my fat ass into shape, basically. Yeah, and as far as I know, I don't think there's any allegations like this against Dr. Duke. I know we did spend time in jail though, but not for this, which we mentioned on the show. So I think me and Duke are actually both felons, if I'm not mistaken. So we do share that. I think we bonded over that for a moment during the.
How ironic! He went in for thought crime. You went in for not thinking crime.
Yeah, I told him that, and he's like, "Yeah, sure." I think he thought maybe I had been to jail for activism of some sort. He's like, "Yeah."
It was certainly an act.
Yeah, it wasn't quite that, Mr. Duke. But I just let it go, and we had a little short bonding there. Anyway, so let's pull this clip up. This is quite the program here, by the way. Okay, let's pull this clip up. I think somebody said it was at 1 hour 38. I guess we'll see. We'll fumble around in the dark.
Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to jump off here, go to work, but
okay.
Jamobi said he's back online, so.
Okay. He got bounced out, didn't he? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for your support and reactions. You got anything else you want to say real quick before you go?
No, that's it. Hope Dick's website goes well.
I do too. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I definitely do. And Dick, man, this guy, no
right,
money.
look.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't mean to play that. No money taken off top whatsoever. And he had told me already he was gonna do it like that. So just a great guy. He just wants to see. Excuse me. He wants to see creators, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Entertainers, fuckers on the internet, have another place to go other than Patreon.
Retards.
Yeah, retards. You could call them that, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. One.
Yeah, Ralph? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. Can you hear me, Rand?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I just had one of those down under moments with the internet, I think.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, let's Jamobi, you're back.
Well, thank you.
Okay, good. I didn't even. I had it off screen. I didn't even see you got kicked. All right, let's do a few minutes of this. The link is in the show links part of the chat. We'll do this. Get some more thoughts from you guys. Rotate the next group in, which is going to include Kenny. Oh, Kenny left. What happened? No.
Couldn't take the dance.
Kenny, no.
Joe joined the green room.
I was actually. Is it sad that I was kind of looking forward to that.
Well,
Ralph,
if you're going to make fun of me before I get on, Ralph, that's it. I'm leaving.
I wasn't even going to be mean. I swear.
Can't take the ribbing.
Did he leave?
Oh.
Where is Kenny? Is he getting accosted? Hold on, let me see.
Probably in some gay server.
Well, he is. He's in our server, so
the Wrangler.
that would definitely qualify as one of those gay servers. I would have to agree with you, for sure. Okay. Let's. I see him in there. Hold on. Let's get a little live update here. I started eating. It's about principles. He didn't want to eat into the microphone. I understand.
What about principles? The principles of living at 619 Boone Road.
Okay, let's see. Are you coming back? We'll see. Oh, he is here. All right. Okay. Give us 5 minutes because I want to make sure I'm get everybody in.
What's the time we're supposed to do?
Let's see. Let me pull it back up. Somebody told me it was 1:38. Actually, they said 1 minute 38, but I think they played it a couple times. Actually, go to 1:37:06.
1:37.
Yeah. And let me know when you're there. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's play it right now.
She's like half special needs, man. Look at her, man.
Don't know. She has an actual issue.
She is retarded.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to be out here protecting retards, though.
What do you have to say?
No, I get seriously. You tried to kill me again.
Okay.
I love this clip.
Sick that you're fucking me with me. You always follow me.
Wait, I'm fucking sick that you're leaving me. So was he trying to dump the potato and?
Okay, wait, hang on. So I heard that she potentially has facial blindness and can't tell people apart, and has potentially some other mental illnesses as well. So what she's doing might be, she's never done that. She I remember when she hopped on like me and him were talking. She came in. She's like, "Hey, Andy." Like, she seems like special needs, but she's like, "Andy, I like your live streams. You're a nice guy," and da-da-da. Like, maybe, I don't know. But I'm sorry. I react. Oh, but let's make sure that, dude, there's 7 assault charges. His ex-wife emailed me. There's all his ex-wives. Like, there's all these crazy things. It's freaky. That's all I'm saying. I'm not I'm not taking this seriously. How about that?
JF just seems so calm. Like I actually kind of want to see him beat a bitch up. Like, cause it's got to be a calm beating. Like, you stupid.
I'm just
do not believe in the white race. You do not understand what you're talking. Low IQ, retard. I don't know. Maybe a bitch getting beaten up by a Frenchman kind of deserves it because you're letting the French win something. Just tell them the Nazis.
Go to. Is that video still up?
Yeah, that'll be telling as if he pulled the video down.
Yeah, if he pulled the video down, like, cause I want to see the explanation after.
But she's smiling. That looks like a smile on her face, man.
But sometimes
I'm not predicated to believe.
No, but sometimes you have like this, like, oh my god, how like there's that. Look, it's like
She's
her
always
eyes
had
though.
that face on her though.
Yeah.
Like it's maybe that's part of her disability is she's always smiling.
This is what happens when you leave the oven door open.
Oh no!
I don't know. I want to look more into it.
Somebody
But
just
like,
said somebody just said those eyes look sad. Like the mouth says smile, the eyes do say a little watery.
I said that.
Well, if you had JF on top of you nightly thrusting, you would have a sad look in your eye too. You had to see that shit every day and every morning.
I'm yeah, no. Okay, fine. Like everyone can doubt, but like after everything I've heard and seen, and then like personally like experienced from like hearing certain people like message me, and then like sort of it's like a mystery movie at the end where one last clue flashes the entire movie, but with an extra 3 seconds of each scene that it's flashing, and you go, "Oh, the fucking guy was." So that's what's happening to me right now.
It was the butler the whole time, Andy.
Yeah.
Wow, glad you fired that guy. Oh, that's not gonna end well for him.
All right.
It was just a troll, bros. I did not beat that retard.
Yeah, I don't know what to make out of it, man.
Let's see.
I think he's beating up his special needs girlfriend.
Right now, he didn't call the police. Is that what we're watching right now? He's making his escape in the white.
Okay, now let's say that was the only shot I guess Andy really took that whole time. But now it was clear he was joking there. I don't know. It was kind of a harsh segment. I think AP had the nastiest parts, but that was on. Was that Thursday or Friday? I don't remember which day, but I think it was Thursday too. But yeah, that's the clip there. I'm looking through. Yeah, so I played this actual clip on my own show. We did. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre clip. I mean, let's just be honest.
The voice is annoying.
Yeah, and when first people were trying to pass it off to me, they were saying, "Whoa, what's JF up to? He's going to jail." And then you watch the clip and you get the context. She wasn't actually talking about JF. She was talking about No White Guilt, and I think it's safe to say that No White Guilt, didn't do the things she's accusing her of. And I actually put out some tweets where, she has some type of trauma or something. I don't know. Something's obviously going on there where she thinks No White Guilt did something. Yeah, and it is kind of. I mean, it is kind of a sad thing. Palmer Eldritch in the chat, he does an excellent job with the archive, says, you've seen the other one where she talks about leaving her family and friends, got fired from her job because she was obsessed with JF. Actually have seen that, yeah. Okay. Now I'm looking at the Discord as well. Okay. Shit's going off. Okay, Jamobi, by the way, Jamobi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You came in, you were muted, so I had to. I mean, I could hear the stream, so I had to mute you for a minute. What do you guys, or what do you? I'll start with you. What do you think about this situation? And do you have any other, I don't know, suggestions, thoughts about the show, or just thoughts about the weather or the presidential race, or whatever you want to talk about, real quick?
I don't have much to say about the potato masher anymore. It's kind of like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna watch it happen. It's kind of weird. It's a little weird. You go through that many potatoes in one lifetime, but I mean, everyone likes their shit.
All right. Well, what else do you got? You got any thoughts on the show, or?
I mean, keep going with the show's nice. I don't know. The formats. I don't have anything to say about the format. You're doing it pretty good.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. All right. What about you all, Kex? By the way, if you guys want to hop back in towards the end, just hang out in the green room. We're going to do the next round here. What about you, Alt Kex? What do you think about this? Any other ideas? Or
I've always thought JF was off.
Thought he was off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the old mayonnaise from
I think
yeah, go ahead.
Just quite a bit off. I think eventually we'll find that he watches child pornography or something.
I have to. I don't know. I have to disavow that. but we'll see. All right. Thank you, Alkex. Thank you, Jamobi. If you want
Kenny
in,
Jones is a fucking retard.
If you want in,
Fuck you,
Figgy,
you got my account banned.
we'll be back. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you told me that. Well, we'll ask him about that. He's going to be on.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to say, Ralph.
Okay, go ahead.
Skelecron is a faggot. Is a user in your thing. He tortures mice for fun and for sexual gratification. That's all I had to say.
Wait, who does?
Skelecron. He has a job where he gasses the mice, getting ready to be a gas chamber operator.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just wanted to call him a faggot personally.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. If you want back in for the grand finale, hang in the green room. Thank you very much for your support, and I appreciate talking to you this Sunday afternoon. Oh no! Fuck.
You gonna drag him back?
Yes, of course I'm going to. All right, go ahead, Jamobi. Sorry, I thought you were done. I cut off your final greeting there.
Oh, what'd you get?
Nothing really. So just go
Oh,
ahead.
I was saying Skelecron's a fag.
I got
Gasses
that.
mice.
I mean, you said something at the end. I thought you were just saying bye. I don't know. But
I was just saying thank you for having me on. That's all.
Oh,
also, fuck hikes, gas niggers.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Well, there
What
goes.
now?
There goes the archive of this program. All right, Alt Kex, thank you as well, sir. What if people do this on the patron stream?
Gets a bit rough, doesn't it?
I'm legitimately not kidding. There will not be an archive of this right now. Palmer, if you're listening, don't put this up, please.
I need to just do what JF does. And,
If you do put it up,
put the censor bleep through it.
If you do put it up, please cut that part out. I'm not even kidding right now, because it's like the patron stream. It's one thing for it to be the kill stream, but I don't want that up on the patron stream.
Wow, if that's the agenda, you were really rolling the dice having me on as a guest host.
Yeah, well, what can he do? Okay. Kenny Jones, Spooky Weeb Trash. Let's see. I think that's. Oh fuck it. Why not Flamenco? And Flamenco, how are you, lady and gentlemen, doing this evening?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Ralph. How's it going?
It's going
What's
pretty
happening,
good,
guys?
Nothing much. So what's up here? What do you guys want to talk about? By the way, I'm still looking at chat.
Sorry about your Discord, by the way.
No, it's perfectly fine. That's the normal course of affairs there.
Femoids. I swear to God, man. Those thoughts.
Yeah, wow. So what do you think, Spooky, about the JF and Andy thing?
Sorry, JF is, I mean, kind of creepy.
Yeah, I've heard that line of thought before, for sure.
Well,
What are you talking about? It is completely normal to want to fuck retards.
well, like he just goes after girls that aren't necessarily super attractive, but that aren't very informed about anything.
Some of the stuff he does say about like grooming the girls is kind of weird. Although I will also say that in JF's defense, he is legitimately autistic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I like to watch his streams because I actually learn something new. But it is weird how he just creeps on young girls, like barely 18, and then they still live with their families. And then there was that one girl who said she left everything, literally everything, just to be.
Oh, wait, by the way, you're cutting in and out, Spooky, there.
Oops, sorry.
So if you click,
Yeah, I think that's the current girl right now. I think that's Mama JF is the one that was like, I wanted to watch more JF.
Yeah, now give me 1 second. If you click the little wheel down there, next to your name and the microphone and headphones, and you go to voice and video, and you take input sensitivity and just pull it all the way to the left, it'll probably stop your clipping. It's a little Discord quirk there. Do we have that clip? I mean, people have brought it up several times now, so I guess I should probably play it. I don't know if anybody has it offhand. We'll look for that. Kenny Jones, what about you, sir?
I honestly, I'm surprised Andy has been picking as many fights as he has. He's kind of changed since he's come back and challenged Tonka Saw. I think that's gave him some new steam, some new hot blood and things. I'm kind of surprised at all the fights he seems to be getting into, and he's standing up for himself now.
Yeah, actually, I think you're really picking up on something there. This is the first time I've actually watched him on camera since the Knoxville thing. He's looking fit, healthy, and animated. Like he's I feel like he's a brand new dog. His coat is glossy. His nose is wet.
By the way, I see a mod remove this guy's chat. I didn't actually do that. I was about to call him retarded. So, no, just let him go. It's like, oh, Ralph's being a cuck. No, you're just an idiot. Let me just put it that.
I can understand Andy getting kind of pissed off at JF about all this. I think that the important thing is that he goes after the source of all this. I think that he needs to definitely. I think what would be really great is if we got Nick on at some point this week to talk about like the possibilities of this lawsuit or potential lawsuit or something.
Oh yeah.
You said Nick. Did you mention Nick Ricada? Sorry, I was reading something on screen too.
Yeah, I was saying that at some point this week, if Nick could talk about Andy's chances of a lawsuit on this sort of subject, I think that might be interesting.
Spoke with Mr. Ricada a little bit off the record yesterday afternoon before all this stuff with Jeff and Andy, and yeah, I'd like to have him back on for a little bit, maybe to talk about it. So possibly that could happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, Kenny, what was up? I thought you had something you wanted to talk about on this show. Am I wrong, or you just wanted to be on?
Well, I just kind of want to talk about the Andy thing. I didn't want to bring up any old drama.
Okay.
Everybody was seen to be in a pretty decent mood. I don't want to bring down the stream with a bunch of nonsense.
Now, what are you eating?
An apple.
An apple? I thought you had a full meal prepared.
Well, I know I was eating an apple for right now. I had the meal next to me, but then everybody said jump back in VC, so I'm just waiting for the meal.
Well, what is the meal? I'm just curious.
So the meal is a steak and potato and some spaghetti.
Steak and potato and spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Now, what kind of apple is it?
That was mean.
Green apple.
Oh, disgusting. Disavow.
I like sour things.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's been well in evidence, hasn't it?
By the way, I see John Mans is quoting you in chat. Did you say that stuff? That's actually what I was shown the other day too.
I don't know. I can't see the stats chat while I'm in VC because I have the app.
It says I like a specified time on a future kill stream to talk about the rampant and growing of TOS, maybe violations, and potentially law-breaking activities you appear to be either advocating for or at least turning a blind eye to on this Discord and within this Ralph Retort community. And then there's some more here. I don't know if that's you or not.
I mean,
he said the C word. Would
you want to start in that any kind of stuff? I mean, I don't mind getting into it.
I mean, not really, but if it's something.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to bring down the stream with drama.
All right.
That's
I mean, if you want,
I think that's kind of why we brought you on.
I mean, if you want to bring it up, though, you might as well. You're here now.
So here's my issue, right? My issue is the blatant disregard for doxing in the server, right? I don't appreciate that, for one, and two, it is against terms of service, right? This isn't just just a inside rule. This is a legit issue that is against the terms of service and stuff, and has been increasing throughout the months. And,
now, what are you asking? Wait, what did you say is against the terms of service? Sorry, I missed the first part.
Doxing.
Doxing. I believe doxing is against the Discord terms of service. Yes.
Yes, and it's been going on quite a bit, in the Killstream Discord, And you know, a lot of people is doing it as a joke, which I understand. You got to laugh at yourself every once in a while. But I find more issue with doxing of people's families than it is somebody doxing me, right? Like my brother don't have anything to do with this. My mother has nothing to do with this. If you want to dox me, if you want to talk smack to me, meme me, right? Make memes of me, no problem. I could take it. You see what I'm saying? That's my personal issue with this kind of stuff. And a few weeks ago, about a few days ago maybe, nigga Joe hopped on and he was talking about coming over to my house and starting a fight with me and everything. And that's interesting. That one, it's not my house; it's a family home. But
now the way it was described to me is you invited him to come to your house to fight him.
No, come on now, Ralph. Really?
Okay. I don't know. I didn't hear it. And as far as the doxing goes, I haven't seen any doxing in the Discord. I did see. Well, depends on what you count. I did see somebody. I did see somebody. I did see somebody who changed their avatar to your dead father. That might. I don't know if that counts.
That's not what I'm considered doxing, because a picture isn't just doxing alone to me. Okay. I'm talking about an address. I'm talking about a phone number. I'm talking about people's names and other personal private information that they can be they can use to track people down. Court records of of landowners and so on and so forth has been spread around in the Discord. If later after the stream, if you like, I would show you some screenshots because I took them. And I've been somewhat lenient. I know rumors have been going around that I've been going crazy with reports and stuff. But
some people there was actually, excuse me, easy for me to say. There's actually somebody on this show a few minutes ago who said you got them banned from Discord.
Yeah, well, I don't know which one exactly it was.
It was Alt Kex. That's who said that.
Oh, yeah. I did report him because he had a document with an address, a phone number, my mother's maiden name, and everything else, spreading around. So to me, that kind of is like doxing. I mean, I remember this guy on Twitter that had a alt account or something on those lines that did something similar to you, and you thought it was doxing. So I'm pretty sure that falls within the same definition.
Oh, by the way,
I mean, is that true?
Doxing. So, are you asking me for my definition of doxing?
I'm asking you. Do you think that crosses the line into doxing?
Which part? Repeat that part again.
Well, people, someone's mother's address, someone's.
I think addresses would fall into the line of doxing, yeah.
And phone numbers and court records.
Yes. Yeah, so now, if it's court records for a claim somebody's making or something like that, I don't think it does.
No.
Now again,
like
I mean, I'm on record as I don't really care about doxing in the first place. I mean, it's just something that happens online, so I don't really spend a lot of time being like, oh my god, somebody got doxed. That being said, I also don't think it's just names or uncovering, because somebody uses a certain username on Twitter and they use it everywhere else, and somebody Googles it and finds out, who that person is. Well, I mean, that wasn't very hard to do. I don't consider that doxing. Now, if you're posting somebody's address, social security numbers, phone numbers, I would say that'd be the actual dox, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the line that I draw as well. Here's the truth of the matter. I'm grown. I got my own place, and I can take care of myself. If somebody found my real address and wants to bother me, so be it, right? However, I just find an issue. Say what now?
I said, are you strapped up?
Yeah, a matter of fact, I am.
Okay.
But I'll get into that in a second. So another thing is,
go ahead.
So the thing about that is I find an issue involving other people's families' information, right? My information, go ahead. Who cares, right? I don't have any issue too much with that. It's annoying, but who cares, right? But my family information, I have an issue with that. And I think, since it gets TOS, it should be somewhat frowned upon by by yourself, if I'm not, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we do try to keep it within toss just so we can keep the server around. So I agree. It is frowned upon for sure. It's actually against the rules of the server. Klaus Barbie says, it's true, Ralph is on record since he's doxed himself. He doesn't give a shit about other people. Actually, I did not dox myself, but I will say what I've always said. If you can't keep your anonymity, you don't deserve to have it. So if you want to be anonymous, you need to take steps to stay anonymous. And if you can't do that and you got doxed, you really don't have anyone else to blame except yourself. And I'll say that publicly. I've said that before. So
right.
That's my position on it. And
back to the Negro Joe thing. I did not challenge Negro Joe to a fight. That did not happen. All right. I did not give him my address, and even if I did give him my address, I wouldn't invite him over fight. All right. So Negro Joe and whoever else, found the address, and then he threatened to come on over and have a fight with me. And he picked a day. He said it was going to be a 9th. Right. So I told him, I said, I don't have any interest in fighting. I have, I tell you, there will be no fight. You come over to my house, and I call the police. If you push the issue and try to make mischief on the property or break into the house, then I had no choice but use lethal force. Right? There will be no fight though. And I told him that many times, and he come on the stream and not only said he's going to fight me, but revealed that my previous home's address. So on and so forth.
Are you basically saying you'll shoot Negro Joe if he shows up at your house?
If he tries to break in, yes, absolutely.
What if he just came up and knocked on your door?
I had no problem with that.
What if he just wants to, I don't know, chill and have a beer with you or something?
I had no problem with that either.
Would you have a beer with Negro Joe?
Well, I don't drink, to be honest, but
or smoke. I don't know. What do you do?
There was
what do you
something
do?
wrong with you.
Yeah,
I don't smoke either. No.
Well, what would you play checkers with him? Maybe.
Yeah, I play checkers. We play Xbox, PS4. I mean, whatever. Right.
Settle it out like men. A game of Xbox. Would that
would
be
you
the
play Spider-Man with him?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Spider-Man isn't a 2-person game now. That's a single player game.
It's a joke.
Yeah, but here's the bottom line. So he didn't introduce it. He didn't say I'm coming over to hang out. He says I'm coming over to fight. Right. So that's the issue. That's not, if he say I'm coming over playing, right, I had no problem with that. Who cares? Right. So that's the issue. That's my issue, is the threat of violence.
Okay. Well, I mean, but you.
Is that unreasonable, you think?
I mean, if you're worried that somebody's going to come there and visit violence upon your person, yeah, I could understand being a little apprehensive. But maybe
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not insane with this.
All you need to do is, like, if you know your information's out there, call the police and let them know if somebody's threatening you.
I did.
Hey, like, this could happen. Like, that's probably the most you can.
I did. As a matter of fact, a Killstream is part of the report.
Oh, good.
So,
that's good. What did you say in the report?
I said that somebody threatened to come to my house and start a fight, and Negro Joe was on the stream saying he's willing to do it. So I just gave that as evidence of him saying it.
I'm sorry, I don't want to make light of the situation. Did you literally tell them that a person on a Discord called the SPCC fan club by the name of Negro Joe said that he was coming over to your house to fight?
No, not exactly like that. No.
Was the name
great.
Negro Joe in the police report?
I think
Tell the truth.
It's just
Tell the
Joe,
truth.
if I'm not mistaken.
Tell the truth.
The police officer didn't want to put in Negro Joe.
So you literally name was Negro Joe, and
I gave him the real name that was listed. I mean, Negro Joe, but he just left out the Negro. It's not my fault. He's the one who did it.
Now,
so a very important lesson was learned here today. If you want to troll people on the internet, you need to have the most obnoxious name possible, because the cops can't even write it down in their report.
Now, I think, I understand being, apprehensive, somebody intimating that they might pay you a house visit. I don't think Negro Joe was ever going to pay you a house visit. I think he was just kind of fucking with you.
Well, now that's what people also told me, right?
Yeah.
Snick, other guys always said that, but if the only information I had to go by is a threat and him continuously saying he's going to do it, then I have to go take it at face value, right? So don't get me wrong, right? If he wants to have if he wants to have an official boxing match or something like Andy Worski and Tonka Saw did, I might be down with that.
Really?
However, I'm not going to have someone just show up to my house or show up to my old house and just start some kind of fight and some kind of nonsense. You know, it's not going to happen that way.
All right, fair enough. Maybe we could organize something.
It's a possibility.
By the way,
wait a minute. Hey, now if we're going to organize my fight, I want to know about your fight with Bait Alaska now.
I don't know if they can pay me high enough, but I did say I would do it under certain conditions. Namely me getting the lion's share of the cut and being able to stream it on my channel. So it doesn't have to be, I'm just saying 60-40. I think I've earned a bigger cut than Baked Alaska. No, it doesn't have to be, 70-30, 80-20, anything like that. 60-40, I think would be fair though.
Reasonable.
Yeah, don't you think that's reasonable?
Yeah, seems reasonable to me.
Yeah, and then if I can't stream it, I'm not gonna do it. There's no point in that. Plus, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like after the fight or the non-fight with Tonka, I just thought it'd be fun to set something up. We had talked about it in Knoxville. I'm not really dedicated to the fight game. I don't know. I like watching fights on TV or whatever, but as far as me actually, I mean, I'm not gonna rule it out. 1,000%.
And if get back to you on that though.
Yeah, and if certain conditions could be met, maybe I would, but it's not like a dying, burning desire of mine, I guess you could say. So I'm not like actively out there trying to negotiate it and stuff like that. So also I see Dractonus is in the chat still. She wanted to say something to you, Kenny.
Okay. Sounds fine.
Dractonus, you're here. You said you wanted to say something to Kenny Jones.
Hello.
I'm too shy to say on air, but I just wanted to say, Kenny, you sound really cute.
Oh, great! Thank you.
He
thinks you're
Wow.
You're not. What the fuck, Kenny? She was being nice. She wasn't even trolling you.
I'm not being mean. You sound adorable.
I have to take that. You gotta understand that. I've never had many people ever.
Fine, fuck you. What the hell, Kenny?
Damn. Municipality gets you.
I've never had anyone compliment my accent before. To be honest,
Kenny, she was being serious.
I couldn't tell. I have autism. What can I say?
Hey, that's how Ralph got his British girl, and he probably thought he sounded super cute. I mean,
I'll say that I greatly appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, she's
gone. Yeah, you fucked it.
Left.
Oh, that's not.
You scared her off.
Oh
well,
my god.
What can I say? I'm a
He's
creepy
been
guy.
trolled so many times. He thought Dractonus was. Oh man, she was being serious though.
Oh man,
I didn't.
This is fucking painful.
That was a rapid change. That was pretty quick. Gameplay in the chat says from your voice is cute to fuck you in about what 9 seconds.
Yep. That's about my life.
Is
right
that true? Oh man, I kind of feel bad now. Oh.
Level 100 compliment, level 1 fuck you. That's how being uncharismatic works.
You need to put all your extra points into charisma, Kenny.
I'll work on that. I'm a scientist. I'm not a player. I'm a scientist. What do you want from me?
To put all your charisma points.
Yeah, all my points is in science. I can't, So let's talk back to Andy Worski. I like to get back off of that.
Dractonus,
I don't think you're ever coming back from this.
Dractonus, we wanted you for the finale. Don't come back for Kenny. I know he's disgraced himself, but we still wanted you for the finale of the show. So.
Hey, real quick, Rand. Not real quick, Rand. Sorry. Real quick, Ralph. I see Onion Wizard in the chat, and I think he might have some choice words for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's not a patron, but I think he might have some choice words.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we can have drama on the Killstream.
No, we don't. We don't do that. We don't do that here.
It's
But
unsightly. It's unsightly.
I'll bring him on. Oh, Dractonus is back. Okay, good. We still want you on for the finale, Dractonus. I don't know if we should. If you want to come back on and smooth things out with Kenny, but I think Kenny, you blew it.
Now pull it back in so she can tell him to get fucked.
Have you seen Dractonus, Kenny? You really fucked this up, dude.
No, I haven't seen her. No.
You messed up bad.
And now you never will.
No.
Oh no.
All right.
Well, like I said, I'm a I'm not a player. I can't. it threw me off guard, man. What can I say? I can't.
You're not a player.
Here.
I guess you're an NPC then, after all.
Yeah,
Here,
I'm
let me give you
NPC.
some advice, Kenny. Let me give you some advice. If a girl compliments you, she probably means it, especially if she's saying it right to you. I know it's hard to believe it on the internet, but just accept it. Girls don't give out compliments on the internet. Take it from me.
Women are very fickle creatures. Nothing cuts them deeper than turning down a compliment.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't think she liked that at all. Yeah.
I guess that pretty much explains a lot of my other relationships, huh?
Yeah, it does. What do you think you might need to reflect on that, buddy?
What about? I didn't want to go down this line. I know you're probably feeling a little. I'm honestly not attacking you or whatever. I just thought it'd be entertaining to talk to you, but.
I'm here. I'll listen. What's
Your
happening?
other relationships, how is that?
Well, I currently have a girlfriend.
Now, have you did the old horizontal snake dance or whatever?
No.
Do
As
that
a Christian,
again.
No, old horizontal snake dance. There you go.
nah. As a Christian, I believe in marriage first.
Now, this is why I brought that up. Now I think there are some trad folks in the chat. Now I assume most of them have already gotten laid though, and it's easier to be trad after you've already gotten pussy. But we'll see. Maybe we should put it. Maybe we should put it to the poll. Wait until marriage. I'm just gonna put that. Wait, and then fuck first. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. We'll give it a 5-minute poll. So how's your? Well, you don't have to go too deep. I don't want to. Well, never mind. I'll just. Oh man. Anyway, you don't have to go to.
They want to ask you how you got, your girl in the first place. Did you compliment her? Did you DM her?
Yeah.
We worked together on a project. I made the snake traps and stuff, and she documented the wildlife that surround the area. And we worked together for a few months and everything like that, and got to know each other and everything. And went so I kind of just asked if she want to go see a movie, right? And things just kind of worked out for there. I've never been much of a compliment kind of individual, to be honest. So I've never been good at taking compliments nor giving them. So that's just kind of my way of thinking. So I mean that's pretty much how it happened. Go watch the Avengers movie.
I was gonna ask you which movie it was. Yeah,
I watched the Avengers movie. It was a pretty good movie. Thanos and everything.
By the way, a couple of super chats. Stacy Marjorie says JF did this to Andy to take attention off his wife and knew it would be good for views. Onion Wizard says Kenny is a high-ranking member in the Rational Wiki. He shilled it in the chat once, and I joined and saw it, and so did others.
Is you write for the Rational Wiki?
No. The story about that is I was on their Discord not too long ago, and I tried to have a conversation with them, but unfortunately there was a failure to communicate, and they wanted to debate the fact that people are not born with sex; it's determined after they're born. And I tried to explain to them that that's not how science works, and they called me a sexist and a transphobe. And and so I basically invited a few people from my Discord to have a little conversation with them, and for some reason they didn't like that, and like they banned me. I basically the Rational Wiki people are very PC, politically correct individuals, and I kind of messed that up. That's how the story goes.
All right, let's.
So what you had here was a failure
to communicate. I love that movie. Cool.
Yes, I love that. I love it. Yeah.
All right, let's bring in Onion Wizard. Onion Wizard, you're not a patron, but you've given some super chats here and there, so I think you could count as one. Go ahead.
I have never given a single super chat. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. I didn't just read your super chat, literally the last one. But go ahead. What did you have to say?
Yeah, Flamenco, I think Dispatch and the Gunt Watch gang are more scum than you are, so I don't really give a shit about you since you stopped spamming, but you're still a fag for spamming.
Oh, absolutely. And here, let me show my stream just a little bit here. On
Oh,
Valentine's Day.
All right, let me go ahead and show my hate watch as well.
Yes, show your hate watch. Everyone who wants to watch me but doesn't want to like contribute to me, go watch Onion Wizard. Definitely, he's good people. So I'm going to be streaming Honey Pop for St. Elliot Roger Day, aka Valentine's Day.
Hot.
And I will be reading a page out of Elliot, and I will be playing Life is.
That's kind of funny. I like that actually.
Yeah, I've got a picture of St. Rogers just ready. We're gonna celebrate Elliot on Valentine's Day, and I will be continuing my drunk play of Life is Strange 2, where I take a drink every time I audibly say oy vey, which last time led to me like vomiting a couple of times. So it should be a fun night.
DM me your channel, Flamingo.
I will
Drunk
definitely DM it to
anti-Semitism
you.
is best anti-Semitism.
Well, I mean, no, like I was getting really drunk, and at the end, it's like, is this fat Jew going to rape these two Mexican children?
Oh no.
I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. I just like I don't think it was meant to be like that, but I was just like stranger danger, stranger danger.
All right. So yeah, okay.
Now, Life is Strange 2 is about like two Mexicans that need to go back that like rob a grocery store or some shit, right?
So basically, Life is Strange 2 is about, from what I've gathered so far, a Hispanic child's younger brother is autistic and has ESP, and he inadvertently kills a white kid who he's trespassing onto his property. And
wow,
then,
now he really needs to go back.
after he kills the white kid, the police show up and are like understandably a little perturbed and have them at gunpoint, and they shoot his father, and then like it blows up. And for some reason, like this is a Black Lives Matter sort of thing, even though like the scene in front of their house looks like an IED blew up in front of there. And
I'm getting very tempted to say some unarchive friendly things here.
And
yeah,
then
go
I
ahead.
got, and then I got told that I'm the reason that we need a wall because I assaulted a store owner after I shoplifted from his store.
Nice.
So all in all, I'm looking forward to the next episode because I've got some good liquor that that Stream Me has provided for me. So it'll add to plenty of enjoyable content.
All right, thank
Very
you,
much
Flamenco.
looking forward to your stream of 13-250, the game.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Flamenco, for joining us, man. Thank you for your support. Yep. I know you get a lot of shit for shilling everywhere, and every once in a while, I
deserve every single last bit of it.
Every once in a while, I actually personally meet you, and I
Bang him harder, Ralph. He loves it.
Yeah.
I absolutely deserve it.
I don't do it after the first 3 or 4 or 5, but after that, I'll meet you.
I
sometimes,
absolutely deserve it, so it's completely fine. I'm enjoying it, and I really hope that Stream Me keeps the contest afloat.
Well, I do too.
It's fun. It's also nice to get like $20, get my games for free, not have to pay for Life is Tumblr too. You know.
Well, you've been reinvesting it back into the stream. A lot of people do that, right? I mean.
Oh yeah. I've gotten a much better mic. I've got a capture card for Smash. I've got I got a couple of things. I need to do. Huh?
Did you get Kingdom Hearts though?
Yeah, I got Kingdom Hearts.
What do you think? Was it as gay as ever?
I've been playing through it really slow, but I've heard that it's kind of disappointing at the end.
Oh, it's really fucking gay at the end. I mean, it's kind of cute, but at the same time, it's kind of gay because it's.
I mean, it was always gay though. It was always like really gay. But yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. Actually, I was talking to Zoom and Worski. They both said I should buy it, even though I haven't played the other two.
So, like, the first world is like tons of fun. I liked pirates, but like. The 100-acre woods make me want to like throw my controller because it's just literally a mom game 3 times over.
Yeah, I don't know. I might get it, but see, I've never played the other. I know the other like 2 I think came out in like 2005 or something, so it's been a minute. I'm
So,
unlike.
Yeah, 2003 and 2007, I think.
Yeah,
they have it to where you can look at the actual cutscenes compiled together, so you can figure out the story. But the story's still super fucking convoluted. You're still gonna be like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah, I might pick it up. I need to get Resident Evil 2. I don't know, man. I got a few games.
Get Resident Evil 2 before you get Kingdom Hearts 3.
I've been looking at that. I really want to play Resident Evil 2 now.
I've honestly, the last couple days, and I haven't even got a chance to play it, but I'm trying to go back and beat Breath of the Wild that I still haven't beat from fucking, like, I don't know, a year or two ago. And I have it on the Wii U too, so it's giving me an excuse to fuck around with the hacking. A long story short, I see that UTIC Downloader. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with a hacked Wii U, but UTIC Downloader for some reason doesn't work now, and I have to do some research into making that motherfucker work again. So if you know anything about that and you want to shout me out on Twitter or in Discord,
Ralph, if you're having any trouble with homebrewed systems, the first place to go is 4chan's video game general boards for homebrew general.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So believe it or not, I have a boyfriend. So he was like showing me like the thread of like the zombie butt and how everybody said they would smash the zombie butt. You guys know what I'm talking? A really thick zombie.
Weird flex, but okay.
Very weird flex.
I don't actually know that.
Yeah, there's like a thick zombie girl that's like, she's got a huge ass, and people were like, "Would you smash?"
Let me see if I can find this.
But there's plenty of breathing waifus in Resident Evil 2.
But she is zombie, and it fills my fetish. Okay.
I don't understand the fucking a corpse fetish, but to each their own.
It's not
I
rape
guess.
if she's dead.
Yeah.
At least for right now, until we get into a place where such degeneracy is not tolerated.
Well, like the conversation was like, isn't it exchanged by like bodily fluids or some shit? And then it just kind of.
Well, except for Leon and Claire, they can get bitten all they want, and they'll just like, whatever.
All right, let me
New
rotate.
poll idea, Ralph. Smash or pass, thick zombie girl.
No, I'll have to pass.
You're not doing that one? Oh, I can't imagine why.
I see the poll. Wait until marriage. Fuck first. 152. Wait 112. Fairly close. I want to thank all of you for supporting the show. I'm going to rotate the next group in. Spooky Weeb Trash, Flamenco, Kenny Jones.
I'll be on for the clusterfuck. So
yeah, I'm going to do that.
Thanks for having me on, man. Let me ask one quick question, right quick.
Go ahead. You cut off a lady, but go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So what's up with Halsey and Andy?
I don't know the full details of that. I know they have some beef going on about the website and about some website that Halsey's setting up, and I don't. That's what I know. About
Halsey is a shifty, lying member of the tribe. I mean, what more do you need to know?
I don't know much about it.
I don't know. Halsey's trying to do a streaming website, and I don't know. Andy's got a beef with being featured on there, and I don't know if they're gonna figure that out or what, but we'll see. But yeah,
all right, thanks for having me on, man.
Thank you, Kenny.
Later.
I appreciate it, man.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Flamenco, and thank you, Spooky, as well. It's just me and you for now, Rand. By the way, I know that
yep, go ahead.
I know that Zoom is in the green room, and I'm gonna bring Zoom on, but I want to make sure that I get the supporters on first. So, and we'll still Zoom. Just if you can hang out for a minute, I want to just make sure I get these people on. Palmer Eldridge.
Is he still live?
No, I don't believe so. Hold on, let me bring on Palmer. Who else here? I'm just gonna bring on anybody that hasn't been on with the patron designation next to their name. Let's see. Zelda Octo. There we go. It took me a second. Let me see who else. I know Drummer Boy is a streamy patron, so we'll put him on there. I think that's all of the official. I don't know if there might be a couple that I missed, but those are the ones with the designations. Somebody says, Ralph, are you okay? I don't know. I had about 4 hours sleep, but I'm just kind of like half dead going through this. It's still been a pretty fun stream. But yeah.
I got a terrible confession to make, actually, Ralph.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody bought me this sub. I haven't given you $1.
Yes, I know that already. Actually, you have given me $1.
Oh yeah, well that was back when you were on.
You gave
when
me
you were back
2 or
on,
3
YouTube.
super chats back in the day. Actually,
I may have been extremely drunk. I wanted to unburden myself.
Don't lie to
with
the
various
people,
opinions.
Rand. You've supported this show monetarily.
Ah, yes, but YouTube doesn't exist anymore. Remember?
That's true. That's true. All right, Palmer, Zelda Octo, God damn it, and Drumboy02. What are you guys up to?
Nothing currently. Just spending my day off.
Well, this is usually my day off too, but I mean, I don't know if I would call this work exactly, but
Why were you driving across Virginia yesterday?
I had to take my wife to the airport. And
Oh, we have to bring her back to Britbongstan.
yeah, she had to fly back yesterday.
My bad.
No,
I
sorry.
gotta mute the stream.
Okay, go ahead. It's fine. Yeah, she only got to stay a week during this trip. She stayed, I'm trying to think of total days last year, probably like 100, 120. She was here a lot last year, but she's doing her placement or whatever, so she can only stay a week. She'll be back towards the end of March, and we're going to be in New York City, and we'll do some type of meetup and stuff around then. So she'll be back for 2 weeks next time.
No, she went on her own accord.
She can blend in there though. So she'll be all right. I don't worry for her safety. So yeah, that's why I was driving across Virginia, and I got all these messages. They're like, Ralph, get on this stream, stop it, or help it, or whatever. Different messages depending on who you were. And I said, look, I'm driving across the country. I mean the country, the state, whatever. I mean, technically it is the country too, but I wouldn't. I mean, it was 2.5 hour drive, so I shouldn't use that that descriptor. But yeah, that's it. So yeah.
Have you seen in Italy yesterday? There was apparently a carnival going on.
Yes.
Have you heard about this?
Yes. Oh,
You
by
gotta
the
put
way,
this up on stream,
I'm
Ralph.
glad you brought that up. Hold on, let me find it. I already had it ready to go.
I think the original tweet got deleted, or the original user.
Yeah,
got
but somebody posted it on YouTube, so we have it. Let's pull it up. If you go down to show links, by the way, we're still gonna bring Zoom on right before the final clusterfuck segment and let him talk about what he's been talking about on his show. Okay, and I guess it kind of ties in with all this. I think we're just kind of looking at both sides of it. I think he's taking a more hardline position on his program. Okay, do you guys have it pulled up?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I have it in the wrong tab, don't I? Okay, here we go. Now this is in Italy, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
This will get loud. They've gone and put some music over the top of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down a little bit because I think it's gonna be very loud. So you're gonna say something?
No.
Okay. Palmer, are you there? I don't think I've ever heard Palmer speak. God damn it. He's still not gonna speak, apparently. But
Palmer, you are muted.
all right, let's play this. It's a couple minutes right now. The fuck?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of Discord retarded. Can you hear me?
Oh wait, hold on. God Emperor
What?
Trump
What?
was blaring you out. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Palmer. We heard you for a sec.
He's off again.
Oh well. Check it out. We gotta let us play this clip. If you can hear us, we're gonna play this clip because this is maybe the most epic thing I've ever seen. By the way, look at his sword. I just now noticed this. It has little Twitter birds.
It's got an Illuminati symbol.
It does. It has the Illuminati symbol up top, but it also has little Twitter bird logos all over it too.
Loving that. That is.
Can you hear me now? What's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up, Palmer?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? He can't hear us, can he?
He's off. God damn it.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute him. You guys will still be able to hear him, and let me know when he's on board, and you guys can talk to him normally. Okay.
Roger.
Let's play this 16 seconds right now.
This just made my week.
This is that took a while to make.
It's very detailed. Ah, fuck! Trumpet power armor! Fucking awesome!
Dancing hoes in front too. Wow.
Sisters of Battle, not hoes.
Oh yes, that's true. Question me and die.
You haven't heard this one before, Ralph?
I only saw part of it. Oh, you mean the song? Yeah, a while back. But. By the way, what's on his shoulder? Somebody pointed out like a hammer and sickle, or like the death of the body of his enemies up there.
Playing hammer and sickle.
That is a hammer and sickle. That's Putin. That's fucking Putin.
Oh, I'm just curious what goes on his sword.
It's probably in pastor speak. I don't know what that means.
Does people give your own, something like that? I don't know. It's just Google Translate.
Oh, his eyes move and everything.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
I'm just wondering why they chose this what their reasoning was.
All right, I think we've got the full flavor of it right here.
Well, let me just say, like, London blown the fuck out. This is a much better Trump.
What, it cost like $15,000 for a small balloon? For a small balloon
a small price for immortality, my friend.
Flown in one park. Why you have this 5-foot float, movable float, which is going through a street in Italy? What the fuck?
By the way, somebody told me to keep watching. I mean, there's only 3 seconds left on my clip. Yeah, so that's all.
One of the comments in chat is, my only problem with it is it's not big enough.
All right, let's see if Palmer can you hear us? I think Palmer has some audio issues today, but he does a great archive of the Killstream over on YouTube, so you should check that out for sure. All right, Zel, why do I keep wanting to say your name wrong? Zelda Octo. So what else you got here?
Nothing currently. I'm not sure if you've already heard about this, but apparently one of the policy advisors for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, we were talking about the Green New Deal back on Thursday, I believe.
Yes.
And they came along. They came up.
I can't in the Discord if I mute this stream.
Say it again. Yeah, I don't think Palmer's going to be able to talk. Go ahead, Zelda.
So you know how they came across a lot of flack for their inclusion
I don't know how
of
to use Discord. I have to listen to the stream to hear you guys. How do I?
You've got to press 3 for Greek.
You should be able to hear us now. Now, you know the stream's on like a major delay. I mean, you should be able to hear us. So obviously your audio is fucked up. If you go to voice and video, your output device is not the correct one. That would be
I can't hear you in the Discord.
Yeah.
Am I gonna be going?
Speakers or headphones?
Yeah, so you don't have the right output device. That's the problem here. I think that would be the simplest explanation. All right, go ahead, Zelda.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So they're getting a lot of flack for their inclusion of ensure the economic security for those unwilling to work. So they apparently took that out of the FAQ on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's website, and they're trying to backtrack on this. Where's it? AOC. Goodness gracious. I don't have this ready, so I need to go through Twitter. So they had one of the policy advisors go on Tucker Carlson's show and say, "Oh yeah, this never happened." After Carlson questioned the lawyer about why was this in the FAQ, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's doctored. It's completely fake." even though we have the archives for it.
Yeah, the whole Green New Deal is preposterous. I mean, honestly, rebuilding every building in the United States within 10 years.
Right.
You'd be lucky to do that in 30 years, probably, much less 10.
Oh,
I mean,
I think they actually deleted the post. I think AOC actually deleted her post saying, "Oh yeah, all these there are a lot of doctored FAQs flying around."
By the way, I did see AOC. Let me see if I can find this. Netflix bought a pretty expensive movie from not from her.
Wait, what?
Yeah, let me pull this up. Pull it up.
Wait, this is real? I thought this was a joke.
The Netflix?
No,
thing
this
or
is.
that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Let me see. Why is this not pulling up? TechCrunch, you piece of trash. Netflix reportedly paid $10 million for campaign documentary featuring Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. $10 million.
Fuck.
That seems.
Now this is not them paying $10 from it. This is a campaign donation on the sly.
What?
Yeah, $10 million. Now I don't think they didn't pay her directly.
No, I think this is
Sundance winning. I guess they raised money via Kickstarter. Trying to see who produced it. New York's Jubilee Films. Apparently, she's one of the featured campaigns. I guess it's like, a bunch of women campaigns. How much did they raise for this? I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if it says the total.
Goodness, those are some harsh-looking women.
They had a Kickstarter. So.
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. What did you send me?
That train to Europe's going to cost a lot more than $10 million.
They're trying to say that this FAQ was completely fake. They did not go so far as the Joy Reid. They hacked the archive.is, but they got incredibly close to it.
All right. Palmer saying bring him back. All right, I'll try to bring him back. Yeah, there's the... I don't know. That wouldn't come up for some reason on my end. I don't know why, but let's see. Let me go back down.
It's the last bullet point there.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't. Hold on.
Go there.
Got that. Which tab am I on? Oh, no, it is up. Okay, sorry. I just have too many tabs up. Okay, so it's the last bullet point you said?
Yes.
What? Economic security to all who are unable or unwilling to work?
Correct.
Yeah, that was definitely 100% in the original document. It was reported everywhere.
Yep.
So what are they even trying to talk about? Like, this is horseshit.
Right. They're pretty much saying, oh yeah, someone else faked it, even though they put it on her .gov website.
Yeah, this
as you can see.
Ocasio-Cortez.house.gov media blog post Green New Deal facts, and this was reported everywhere. So
yep. Interestingly enough, this page does not exist anymore. They completely destroyed it.
Let's try to
This is just a college freshman, liberal college freshman's fucking wish list.
Yeah,
not a policy.
Yep, and then if you go, wow, and if you pull it up, I just tried to pull that up on air. Page not found. Oh wow,
completely gone.
Red-handed, I do have to say.
Yep,
that's what was archived. You cannot pull it up. 404.
Oy vey, this never happened, Goy.
Memory hold.
Yep. Gonna be forgotten about by next week, guaranteed.
All right, let's see. Palmer.
Oh well, we're not gonna let it be forgotten until next week.
Oh my god.
All right, Palmer said pull him in. Palmer, can you hear us now? He still can't hear us, can he?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, we tried. Thank you, Zelda. You got anything else, man? By the way, great thing that you brought to the table here. We'll probably talk about this again tomorrow night on the Killstream with the full audience here. But yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
And thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
No problem. You can censor me.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's see. Reloaded AK. I'm the retarded one. Go ahead.
Thanks, asshole. Look, I might have said hunged on the stream a couple days ago, but fuck.
All right. I do have one super chat. Lord of Chris says, my name is Ethan Ralph, the owner and the host of the Internet Retard Fighting League, but my fighter name is the 10-ton Gunt of Tel Aviv, Oyest of Vase. Mary Poppins says, "Notice you've been having trouble reading chats this week. Here's hoping you buy the speaking spell your parents never got you. Maybe I'll invest in that." But yeah, what's up? What's up, Reloaded?
Sorry, I just I'm a little late. I ended up just waking up. My sleep schedule is a little bit fucked because I work nights. So
nah, it's okay. We're gonna wrap it up soon, but I want to make sure I got you on. Let you say what you want.
I do appreciate it. I guess I don't have anything too important this week since I don't know what all you guys covered. My guess talking point would be since I hang around a lot of the anime people, anime YouTubers and everything, or anime Twitter people, like the Vic Mignogna situation. How much do you think this Me Too stuff is going to end up exploding into like an anime gate of its own accord?
You mean this Vic Mignogna thing? You cut out, by the way. I would be the wrong person to ask about the Vic Mignogna thing. I just know barely enough about it. I know Gator's the one who's been following this very closely.
Yeah,
I know he's supposed to be doing a stream with Nick Rekieta possibly sometime this week about it as well, but I don't know a lot about it. I do know that apparently it's come out that those were faked, the screenshots they put out on them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically all I know. I don't really know what this guy even does. I think he does voiceovers, right, for animes or something like that.
Yeah, he's done Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. He was the guy who played Edward Elric, the main character in that series.
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of other stuff too. His most recent stuff would be stuff like Ruby from Rooster Teeth and whatnot. And seems like his entire like his voice actor gigs and the people he's worked with apparently have come up out of him in the back. Really kind of unfortunate because that means most of the Western anime industry is kind of fucked, at least voice actors anyways.
By the way, Zelda Octo sent me a link, but it doesn't 404s for some reason. But yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the show. When I say we, I mean Gator, because like I said, I just know just a little bit about it. So yeah, and yes, it did 404. I don't know what's going on with that.
They've been taking stuff down.
I don't know if, let's see, what is it? How do you spell? Is that how you spell it? Okay. I think they just changed the URL maybe, or it was typed in wrong. Let me pull it up on screen. It didn't work on my end, but here it is. Vic Mignogna removed from Rooster Teeth's RWBY amid misconduct claims. So that's the story.
He's been removed from Rooster Teeth. He's been removed from Funimation, which is where he's got most of his voice acting gigs before. And he's basically been shut out.
And so his so-called misconduct is that he doesn't want to sign like things that depict homosexuality because he's a Christian.
Yeah, that's what Gator was saying. Yeah, he didn't want to sign like I guess fan art or something like that, or I don't know.
It was that plus I guess it's apparently like a rule of his not to sign anything non-canon in
that was his other stipulation. Yeah, I don't think they're so mad about that. They're mad about him not loving the fagulous. Let me just say, right, they would not pull this on a fucking carpet pilot.
A carpet pilot? What is it?
A Muslim.
Okay, I never heard it put quite that way. All right, but yeah, man, thank you for bringing that to the table. I know we'll probably talk about this more this week. I think that it came out that some of this evidence against him was faked on maybe Friday or Thursday.
Looks like my internet just went to shit. You guys cut out for me.
But yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I got you on. Thank you. I said we'll probably talk about this some more this week.
I'm okay. Thank you. I'm sure I'll have something more interesting next week. I just kind of roll out of bed. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I know the feeling. I rolled out of bed right before I did this stream, but I think it's went pretty well. Thank you for supporting the show, man. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, you're a we talked about this already. I think you're a Stream Me subscriber, correct?
Yeah, like I said, I've said it before. Like, you guys started doing it on the Discord. I had been asking about differentiating or counting Stream Me subscribers as a Patreon
Yeah, we
supporters
do.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely counted. Yeah, Stream Me subs are definitely counted. So I went ahead and gave you the role in the Discord, and thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
See you later.
All right, so we still have some people waiting for the grand finale. We also have Godspeed. I'm gonna bring him on, let him talk a little bit, and then we'll do the clusterfuck finale, and then I'll sign off.
Batten down the fucking hatches.
Yes, went a little longer than I planned, but I want to make sure we got everybody in. It's a good turnout. Good turnout today. Godspeed. How you doing, sir?
How you doing today, Ethan? Wow, that's so unheard of. A Democrat lying about something.
We've never seen that happen.
Yeah,
We're all shocked.
It's not like she didn't lie to get elected to begin with. So.
Yeah, well, it is kind of brazen because I saw that reported. First off, it was reported in, places that were critical of her, right-wing outlets, but it was also reported as, whoa, great, this is the progressive, bullshit we need by the Huffington Post and others, and now they're just, trying to act like that didn't happen, that wasn't part of the plan. It's just, it's kind of amazing, but I guess maybe not, as you mentioned.
I mean, if you actually read it, she's like, we'll upgrade every residential and industrial building with energy efficiency and all this shit. We'll do it in 10 years. And then it's like, okay, how? And she's like, oh, well, you don't understand. Or we're going to do this whole thing. And when you actually read like between the lines, it shows that it's like heavily dependent upon the Democratic Party. And that the Speaker of the House is going to choose, different people for this committee, which would put Nancy Pelosi in power.
Evening sequence says based big titty socialist goys. Yes. That's kind of her deal, I guess. She does have big titties. That's true. But yeah, what's up?
I found her innovative public and financing structure is pretty smart, which is just like, oh, we're going to create a new bank so that we can give Democrats more illegal credit loans.
That is an ingenious maneuver. All right, so what's up, man? I didn't get to see your stream. I know some stuff going on. Now we're taking a more, we've kind of been analytical, looking at both sides of the stuff. We played JF's clip. Andy's stream is really long, so we didn't play the whole thing, but there was parts of that we played.
Oh, I went over all of that shit with JF, and it's like, I know a lot of his fans are like, you don't understand the ideological complexities for what JF is saying because your IQ is so small. And it's like, no, he's flat out saying that Andy deserved what was said about him because he didn't do his due diligence and double check what the journalist wrote before he did the article. And then
they can't even do the low IQ thing anymore, can they? Because JF has disavowed IQ as a.
Well, I did see the clip was described to me, and it was described more mild than it actually was when I listened to it. There was a edge to it. I think I don't know. I don't want to misquote it. He said,
"Sounds like rape. Go ahead and sue me." It sounds like what you did was rape.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
It's ironic that you talk about rape, considering that when I actually went over all the court documents regarding his dating of a potato, they said that he intentionally and maliciously took advantage of and even threatened and enticed a young girl to leave her house, drive clear across the country to be with him. Then he took her virginity, which JF doesn't point out. And then he convinced her that she was having a baby to the point where she wasn't eating or even taking care of herself when they took her home because she didn't know if she was pregnant or not. And indicated that JF was clearly grooming her, was forcing her to do things, was threatening and intimidating her, and that it was a point where she was scared for her life, so scared to the point that she signed over power of attorney to her family and said she'd rather them deal with it because she did not want to see him again.
Now, JF says that she wasn't actually mentally disabled, and she was just, I guess, a highly functioning autist or whatever, and she went to school, and her family started this afterwards because they didn't approve of the relationship.
No, he's full of shit. She was fully evaluated by 2 independent court-appointed psychiatrists. They both said that she's never worked a job in her life. She's never gone to college. She has no ability to take care of herself. She doesn't have the ability to do a lot of high functioning things. She was originally diagnosed as high functioning, but then it was dropped after that when she was reevaluated when she was in her early teens because she had low functioning intellectual development. They say that JF took advantage of her, lured her there, took her virginity, convinced her that they could get married. And, I actually have the courtroom transcripts where the court case lasted about 15 minutes in front of an actual judge. The judge laughed at him. He had no understanding of the law. I noticed when he was on stream, he was mocking Andy Orsi, claiming that he's such a genius and he knows the law so well. He tried to cite
He did
child
represent
custody law.
himself? Did he represent himself? That's what I was
Yes,
told.
he represented
That's
himself
not usually a good
multiple times.
idea. If it's like a small charge or something, maybe you could get away with it, a traffic ticket or something. But not usually a good idea to go in and represent yourself.
The judge was like, "Look, man, you have no fucking pony in this race. You're not in a relationship with her. She stayed with you for 3 weeks. She has no legal right because of her mental incapacity to sign any kind of forms, let alone enter into a promise of engagement with you. You're clearly taking advantage of her, and you have no position of authority here. You have no dog in this race. You have no reason to be here. And in fact, I find what you have done to this girl so troubling that I'm going to be turning all of this over to the district attorney so that they can open an investigation into your involvement with this girl because you're clearly taking advantage of a girl that is disabled." It's funny how JF never mentions that. And it's on the court record. I went over the whole transcript. I even actually got the appendixes where everything that was taken down by the stenographer went over by this. He is full of shit. And if anything, he wants to call Andy Worski a rapist. He's a rapist. He lured a mentally incapacitated girl with the mental capacity of a 10-year-old to his house, stripped her down, had sex with her. He claims that, if you inject a woman with your sperm without her consent, then that's rape. Well, then he's a rapist because this girl is so mentally incapacitated that they've taken away her rights to vote. They've taken away her rights to enter any kind of contract. She has no ability to do anything without
I see
approval.
Reese in the chat, and I've heard this talking point before. And again, I'm just letting you speak. We've had both sides of this on. Reese F says, if she can drive, how can she be that fucked up? Now, I have actually heard
They took away her license because they after investigating this and doing a full investigation into her, she has the ability to perform the actions of driving. She has the ability to get the license, but they've realized that once they did this evaluation to her, that now years later she's still impaired intellectually. That they feel that she lacks the ability to if she got in a car accident, handle herself. That she lacks the cognitive ability to understand that she's in an accident, to understand what she's doing, and to properly handle it like an adult. Call the insurance company, call her parents. She would not know what to do. Apparently, she does this thing where when she gets into a situation that she doesn't understand, she's like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, I see Dractonus in the regular chat here says, was she in college or not? I thought it was my understanding that she was, if not in college, was going to attend college maybe. I don't know. I haven't read
he
all
lies
the
about that
cases.
too. He what he told her was that if she moved in with him, he would get her a cooking show on YouTube where he would teach her how to cook and she could be a cooking YouTuber. That was his brilliant.
Is that where that comes from? Because I saw some people in chat.
Hell?
I saw some people in chat point that out. I don't know. I haven't spoken to people saying bring JF on. I mean, if JF would come on, yeah, definitely. It's just the patron stream. We're just talking about this because it's on everybody's mind, and I know people wanted to speak about it. I see Palmer. Palmer said he wants to come on and talk about it. He is a patron, so we'll bring him back on. Palmer, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You said you want to speak about this. Zoom's still here. Go ahead. No. No, go ahead.
Well,
Palmer.
All right, I'm on. You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, dude. Jesus
No,
Christ.
it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
All right. So basically, I got so much shit last night, or I guess that was 2 nights ago, for clipping the little part, the JF thing that you played at the beginning of the stream. And I mean, it had like.
Now, which part is this? Just go ahead and clarify for those who didn't see.
So like 2 nights ago, it was live. People in the chat were telling you about when this happened, JF's girlfriend coming on stream and like doing that hysterical thing.
Oh,
and then so when the night that happened, I usually clip, like I do one little like short clip out of each kill stream, and then I upload the full kill stream.
Right.
And and the whole fucking comments were full of, you're trying to smear him, and you're taking this all out of context.
Talking about me or you or both?
Talking about me. Talking about
Okay.
me.
Okay.
And then your tweet went out like 10 minutes later saying like anyone who tries to use this to smear him is an asshole, and so they took that as like.
No, it wasn't me. Look, no, I didn't even know that you put a clip of this up. But yeah, so I did watch the footage. So when it was first presented to me, they're like, "Wow, JF, his girlfriend's, whatever, disavowing him or saying he tried to do this, this, and this." Then I watched the clip, and it's clear she has something going on there. So I don't think using that actually to say, JF is doing something or whatever is fair. In that regard, now Zoom's going through other stuff and all that, and
That's what. Yeah. Zoom's talking about the right issue. That's what I'm saying. Is everyone was getting all pissy about, oh, like she wasn't talking about him, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't give a flying fuck if she, who she thinks trying to kill her. She's retarded. She doesn't know. She's probably, hallucinating, or for all we know. Like, I'm sure no one's trying to kill her. But the point is that he's exclusively dating retards. Like, and anyone who can defend that, like, I find that
now,
hard.
devil's advocate, is she just retarded? Or does she have like severe PTSD?
No, okay,
I see
dude.
some people.
Okay, no, dude. So you never
face blonde. People say she has face blonde. Look, I have to take the devil. There's nobody else here to take it. So.
I know, but that clip you were talking about earlier, right? Like, if you want to play it right now, it's 100%, dude. Like,
you mean the clip? So you want me to play the clip? Should we just play the clip from the Killstream?
No. I'm talking about the other one where there's another clip where she's like not hysterical. She's real happy, and she's
do we have
about,
that? So do you have that on you?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I gotta grab it though. Hold on. Oh,
Okay.
It should be in my history. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Now we actually played this on the show at one point or another as well, I think, but it's been a while back.
The only one I have, I think it's like Porcelain or Nightwave or whatever, is watching it. But
now let me ask Godspeed this. Reese in the chat says, "Why is JF being so targeted? He just brutally have his own opinion. What about what Andy was saying and acting on his now deleted stream?" I mean, as far as I'm not targeting him. I mean, it's just a topic of discussion.
I told Andy last night, I was like, dude, you're going a little bit dark. Like, maybe we should wind it back a bit because like people were getting angry at you. And he's like, yeah, I feel like I went too dark. I'm gonna just delete the stream and like we can readdress it when my head's clear. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably just do a stream and explain it because like there were a lot of people in the chat who were like, oh, JF's not talking bad about you. He's saying that you have no case, and it's like, dude, he's literally saying that Andy raped.
I will say, so it was misplayed in certain ways. So not Andy necessarily or JF. I'm just saying how it was represented to me. So at first there were some people saying, wow, JF didn't say anything. He was just giving some advice and no big deal. And then there were people saying, oh my God, JF, just went over, out of control, crazy. I will say it was much more harsh than was originally represented.
Of course it was. People always try to fucking defend this retarded fraud, and he's a joke. When you actually look into JF, he's an absolute fucking piece of shit. When you look into the custody battle that he just lost again in August, and he's going to throw his fucking 29th fucking appeal against it, he engaged into a marriage with a woman. He got married to her, and within 6 months, she filed for divorce. Within 6 months, before the baby was ready to pop out.
And it's no different from this exact current situation. Exact same, like prologue, the exact same scenario. If the clip you're about to watch, she says, "Oh, I'm upset. I was obsessed with JF's show. I lost my job because I was so obsessed with JF. I left my family. I left my friends. I ran away.
But at least I don't have a fucking cock.
JF. I want to suck his dick." And she's saying this all in her.
She actually that does ring true if I recall correctly. Now you sent me this clip, Palmer. It's not a clip actually. It's a stream.
I think someone had a better one or a timestamp in there. I think I saw. Did someone have a better one in the chat?
Let me see.
It's the only place I can find it.
Yeah, and somebody mentioned. Let's see, 153.20. Somebody also mentioned, and you might want to mention this to him as well. Zoom. that it's still up on BitChute. Let's see.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing that's concerning about it, Ethan, is that during this whole case with this woman, the woman divorces him. He has like a fucking mental breakdown. He starts freaking out. So she goes to the courts and says, look, he's not fit enough to be a father. I don't want him anywhere near this child. Get him the fuck away from me. He's crazy. He's obsessed with his child. He cannot take care of me. They go and they get a court-appointed psychologist and say that if JF is in fact this mentally unstable, that they will give him a chance to have custody of the child, but he has to be independently evaluated with a full-scale psychiatric assessment. They do this full-scale psychiatric assessment, and this was just done earlier this year. And they
is it
rule
public?
out. Yeah, it's public. They rule out.
No shit.
This was posted in public record in the court system of Frederick County in North Carolina, that JF is mentally unstable, violent, aggressive towards women, disconnected from reality, and delusional. And that he in no way can be a fit father. He has no way to provide for a child. He has no concepts of professional understanding and responsibility, and that he has no ability intellectually, emotionally, or interpersonally to process relationships as an adult and a mature
Now, what
adult
about-
and do things in a mature manner.
Now, what about this? Yeah, I'm gonna. Now there is some criticism. I have to.
He's the most arrogant piece of shit. He's
Oh
so
no! Wait!
full of
Wait!
himself.
Let me take the other side because there's nobody else here to do.
There's no other side, Rob. There's no other side.
Palmer, chill out. There definitely are people saying some other stuff in the chat, and I'm gonna bring it
Yeah,
up.
they're
and if you want to
retarded.
answer, if you want to answer,
No,
you can. If not, you don't have to.
I've been going back and forth with these people for the last 2 days.
All right. Well, let me.
I get it. If you like Jeff, I get it.
Give me a sec. Let me read these. Goy Meets World says, yes, women never lie during divorce proceedings. Zoom is such a hack when he gets going on these tangents. Meringue Bad says, yeah, fuck
Divorce
Zoom.
proceedings, they never got divorced.
He's
See, this
saying-
is how fucking stupid these people are.
So
he never
what-
got divorced. He never filed for a divorce. He lied about that.
Now, what about these? Doesn't he have a kid with somebody? They were not married at all. Is that what you're telling me?
No, he got married to the woman in North Carolina.
He did
and
have a
then
kid
she
with
thought
her,
he was a
right?
nutcase. Yeah, he had a kid with her. She
He's a
filed
dick
for
onion.
sole guardianship because he was so mentally unstable. He tried to argue it in court and defend himself. The court-appointed attorney said, look, we'll consider this if you have yourself evaluated because she's claiming that you're mentally unstable. They had an independent psychiatrist do a full-scale evaluation. They said, JF is fucking nuts. They
Now-
give JF 6 months to change.
Now,
6
what
months.
I see, Meringue Bad says, you're standing behind kids, getting taken from their fathers by the court system, or like, what do you say to something like that? And go ahead, you can finish with your part. You said they gave him 6
Dude.
months.
They gave him 6 months to change, 6 months to go to therapy, get his shit together, prove that he could change. Do you know what he did? He went on a 6-month tirade on Twitter and fucking YouTube saying that the court systems were trying to fuck him and that his wife and the court system itself are full of stupid, crazy bitches or some shit like that. To which the courts just took record of all of that and used it to solidify a case that paired with his psychological evaluation that he was mentally unstable. And that he was more
I do have
worried
to
about his
agree with
image
you, man.
than
The court
being a
system
father.
is full of stupid, crazy bitches.
I see.
That doesn't mean he's right.
That's not my issue. But all right, so all these facts kind of support what I'm saying. That's none of this is my issue. My issue is back-to-back retards. You can't defend that.
So he lies. He claims that
That's it,
he's
bottom
in
line.
a divorce, and the court system actually proved that he lied under oath, because he claimed in his initial claim to the courts in Texas that he was divorced, that he was in the process of a divorce, that he was in the middle of a custody battle with his ex-wife, and that he was in a promised relationship where they gave.
But why do you even have to go that far? Why do you even have you shouldn't have to go any further.
I know.
Than
I know. But this is literally on record. The stenographer has it. It's on record with the state of Texas that this girl's family that he was taking advantage of hired a private investigator. They found multiple girlfriends that he's been abusive and psychologically abusive and threatening to in the past to solidify this claim against him. And they submitted it to the court for evidence, and the court took it. And the judge listened to everything that was addressed. And they said that they actually contacted his ex-wife's lawyer, and they got all the documentation from the courts in North Carolina that said not only has he never attempted to get divorced, but according to the state of Texas, he can't engage into a fiance-like agreement, which he's trying to use to get control over this girl while he's still married to somebody in North Carolina. So he lies about everything. He fucking told Andy that he duked it out with her father and her father's lawyer and won that case. He didn't. He lost that case. In fact, they thought he was so goddamn creepy that they submitted that shit to the fucking to the district attorney to want him investigated for technically raping a mentally impaired girl.
Now, Dractonus mentions I did hear something about maybe he had another kid last year. I don't know what's what on that.
That was the kid that he had.
Okay. All right. So
it was the kid with a girl that he is married to, that he is not divorced from, that wants nothing to do with him and thinks he's a fucking wacko.
Now,
and now it's literally on court record now that they've had him evaluated by psychiatrists and he's mentally unstable and delusional.
So what time, Palmer? You sent me this link. What time is the clip?
It's like 2/3 of the way through. I'd have to.
No, it's not the one with no white guilt. We've seen that one.
No. The one that I pasted in the one that I pasted in the chat. It should be like 2/3 of the way through, and kind of near the end. But I gotta pull it back up.
I'm looking through. I don't actually see it, but oh wait, yeah, I do. Hold on.
See it?
Yeah, I see it. Hold on.
Okay, watch this, dude. And I mean, you can't tell me this is just a bad French accent.
I really hate Bosley. I hate to look.
No,
it up.
this is the only place I could find it. Like, don't take that for anything. But, but there's all these people saying, first of all, it's not white knighting, dude. If you like rescue a dog from a gutter, you know, that's not white knighting, dude. That's just saving a dog because he's helpless.
Let me go back through. I'm just gonna pull it up on his Twitter so I don't have to play the even though it's Bosley. Let me keep scrolling back. It was
He just reacts, dude.
It was
Just while Ralph's doing that, Zoom, I know you never miss anything, so I'll ask your opinion on this. Roughly a year ago, when JF was really getting off the ground, he made the claim that he has made love to hundreds of women. What do you think about that?
I'll press X to doubt.
Yep. That's what I always thought. That was one thing that struck me. I'm going like,
I just don't get how people can fucking defend this dude. He's a fucking piece of shit. It's literally logged in court records. There are multiple court records, multiple appeals. In fact, the one lawyer defending this girl, he tried to go head-to-head with a fucking full law firm, Ethan. A full law firm. He tried to go head-to-head with by himself.
Yeah,
and they were like,
that's not a good
you
idea.
don't know what you're doing. You don't know the law. You're completely delusional. That you're self-aggrandizing, and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And this guy shouldn't even be here. He has no claim to be here.
Let me ask you. Some people in chat are asking for the court document links. If you have that, or
sure.
Something, just go ahead and post it in the chat.
I want to read that psycho now.
Banana Yam says JF likes his salad like he likes his sex life with vegetables. Panzer Faust 217 says, I must be pretty far behind. What exactly did JF do wrong? Well, I mean, just go. You are
a lot. I think you're gonna have to listen to the whole thing.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to keep a even examination of things here. Now here's the clip. With JF, and again, JF's always welcome to come on himself, either tonight or today or tomorrow or whenever. He's been on the show before. So look in the show links, part of the Discord, and there's the clip. Bosley, complete shitbag. But that being said, he took this from JF's stream. So, do you guys have it pulled up? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's watch it right now.
I had a bad life, but then after I discovered GF, then I started to look at GF every day. I was always looking at GF. I became crazy. I lost everything I had. I lost my job, my family. I quit school. I lost everything. I was just looking at GF all the time. I was crazy. And then after I wrote to him, I said, GF, I want to suck your dick. And then he told me. And that's my background.
You lost your job because you were addicted.
I lost everything.
You lost everything because
Everything
you were
was
addicted to my shows.
Yeah, I was just looking at your show all the time. Even I had a job, and I was going to hide in the bathroom to listen to your show, and I was then my boss said, "Why you always disappeared for 10 minutes?" Then you fired me. I lost everything, my family, my friends, everything, because I was just looking at GF show all the time.
You've never told me that.
Yeah.
Wow. That is some dedicated fan
Well,
right here.
How about that?
That's,
Yeah, I mean,
that's a wow. Yeah, I don't know. Is this real? That's
I
a
mean,
real clip. Yeah, that's a real clip. We played on the show, I think, at one point. But yeah, go ahead.
but can we not all agree
posted
that,
it in the chat.
that
Okay.
she's legitimate? That she's legitimately like retarded.
Well, I did see a few people point out that French Canadians do actually sound that retarded when they speak English.
It's not just that though. It's like her idiosyncrasies. It's like it's.
Oh no, she's a
everything.
Fruit Loop. There's no fucking doubt about it. She's definitely a fucking Fruit
The
Loop.
one chick that he was messing around with, they did a full psych eval of her too from two different psychiatrists, and the one psychiatrist, Dr. Rosa Gonzalez, said that she suffered from severe impairment. She asked her to count back to subtract 7 from 100, and she could do it, but it took her like 2 minutes to figure it out. And then when she asked her to spell Houston, she could spell it, but when she asked her to spell it backwards, she couldn't do it.
Okay, let me read these super chats. I know Tundra Theory wants to get into, and he's a supporter of the show. Panzerfaust 217 says, "Where are all the documents that Zoom is claiming to have observed? Where is all this evidence available at? I'm not a fan of JF, but does Zoom believe in #MeToo and #BelieveAllWomen? I believe Zoom just posted the case and the associated documents in the chat. And I'm looking at it myself. I'm probably going to go through and read these myself.
You can go read that one too. This is the petition for the real party and interest that her mother's law firm made.
Now, where's that
denying
one?
his claim for mandamus. I just
Is that
posted
the
it.
one you just posted? Okay.
Yeah. In which, because originally he tried to claim a writ of mandamus, which is where you're commanding the courts to immediately execute your will to the full extent of the law, which is like it's an old archaic thing that people don't do. But I guess JF saw it on a fucking movie and he figured, I'll try it. His claim was under the idea that he had her pregnant and that they were a fiance. But the state of Texas says that he can't engage in a fiance-like agreement, even verbally, with somebody that's mentally impaired, while he is also still married to somebody else and has made no attempts to get divorced. And that she's not pregnant. They gave her a blood test and a urine test, and she's not pregnant. So they said he had no leg to stand on, and they told him to fuck off. And you can read it. There's actually a full thing with the court stenographer with the transcripts where he gets told to fuck off, basically.
All right, yeah, and I would suggest people. I have not read the court documents. I read some of the ones, I think, when Daily Beast did a story about this, but I've never read through all the documents. I have a feeling that people are probably going to be talking about this all week. I imagine JF's going to respond either on his own program or on this program or both. So I guess I'm going to have some reading to do.
I'll bet you right now he doesn't come on the Killstream.
The thing that was scary about this is that when you get to page 3 of the appendix 1 from the stenographer Leah Hayes, they say that in the previous case where he was originally denied access to this girl, that they had to file a restraining order to get him to fuck off and leave them alone because he was harassing them around the clock trying to get her to come back.
Eric this face says, "What the fuck, Ralph? Why are you doing gay ops?" I'm not doing gay ops. People are talking about this and I'm letting them talk about it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, what do you just want me to never that's what everybody's talking about. You just want me to not mention it? I don't know.
No bully, Ralph. No bully.
Well, I mean, look, I didn't bring all this up. I wasn't part of the stream yesterday. I baked Alaska. I don't think I actually mentioned this. Dan,
How can anybody defend this guy? Jackie is totally incapacitated. She does not have the ability to make decisions. She's fearful since she's arrived here. She is not eating or drinking because she thinks she is pregnant, even though we've told her that she's not. All of which is the result of her being with Mr. Garepi.
All right. Yeah,
He's this terrible person who raped and groomed and threatened a young.
Let me bring in. Go ahead. Go ahead. Palmer.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, I've never had anything against JF personally. people were getting really salty about the clip, because it shows him in a bad light. But that's just
Now
it's
let
an
me
honest-
ask you this, and I can ask you or Godspeed this too. Now, I didn't actually see this Worski live, but people have said that there's a Worski live where JF goes over all this with Worski in the same, well, not the same room, but on the same stream. Worski agrees with JF's interpretation of events. Now, I haven't actually seen this stream. I don't know if that's the case.
Worski agreed with him because JF told him a completely different story than what the court is actually showing. In JF's idea, he took on a law firm by himself with no real education in law, based upon some stuff that he gathered by Googling child custody laws while he was attempting to constantly appeal and pester his ex-wife, who he separated from, about who should be taking care of the kid and why he should have custody of it. And he's been denied multiple times since the kid was born. And he just keeps applying, and he keeps wasting people's time, and he keeps getting told no and told to fuck off. He tried to take that vague understanding of like child custody law and claimed to Andy that he had all these ideas and all this knowledge in law and all this, like he says it on the one clip, I know everything about all these different laws for every single country and state and rulings by the Supreme Court, and I know I'm an authority on the law, and Andy Worski's an idiot. Clearly,
No.
he's not. He's not a fucking authority. He's an idiot who got dunked on in court multiple times, and he told Andy that he won that case, and that's what Andy was under the impression of.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to be fair, because I've had that put out there. Grow Hunt in the chat says, why haven't you brought up Andy allowing fake pedo smears from Snake, Alaska, and Ashton? There are a couple people who brought that up. What do you think about JF being called I think he was flat out, I don't know if he was directly called a pedophile. I think Ashton said she thought he was a pedophile or something. I don't know. I was driving while I was listening. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how to put that. It's like he's targeting people who he thinks are mentally deficient, but I can understand why Ashton would say that he's a pedophile, because he did say there was nothing wrong with coming on children, and that's clipped. I have a clip of that actually, if you want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to toss it. Now again, we don't. There's not really a lot of. I'm trying to be the moderator and be fair or whatever, but there really is no like.
Hey, I have a question
pro-JF
about
person
genetic influence on sexuality. 10 minutes later, nothing stops you from masturbating on a child.
If a pro if JF person wants to come on and take that up, that'd be more than happy. I don't think Tons of Theory is a pro JF person, but he is a supporter of the program. So Tons of Theory, go ahead. Are you here to take up the JF side?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
I can understand. Let me turn the stream off. I can understand Eldritch and Zoom's frustration and all this. I've been for a year now saying that JF is nothing but a fucking Fed poster. This guy is bought and paid for. He's compromised. It's the evidence is so crystal clear to me. Taking 25 grand from the pedo island guy.
Yeah.
Switching
Give me a
up.
sec. I'm gonna find the clip for you, Ralph. While this guy talks.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
Switching up his viewpoints in RK and all that bullshit. Like he's flip flop. If you go back to the stream where he and Andy broke up, and he was talking about how I can't do this anymore. I can't sell my soul for this. I can't. I don't want to censor myself. And then he turns around and is a complete like tyrant on his YouTube chat, where you can't say he went in on Emily Yukis, he went in on Jim Goad. If you say anything just like the least bit edgy, he's all over you.
This guy get the fun bit about when he kicked Jim Goad. Who was the guest he brought on immediately after kicking Jim Goad for being too racy?
Now, I will say this. At one point,
Striker.
And I think we saw this on the show earlier. Andy said he was convicted 7 times or whatever. Obviously, that's he. As far as I know, he's not been convicted of anything. So some people wanted me to bring that up. Some people wanted me to bring that up. I'll bring that up. Now I do believe, and I think he even says this in the clip, there were 7 women involved with speaking out against him in the court document or whatever.
Like, what else does?
Is that correct? Though? Is that correct? Though?
Yeah, there were women that reached out to that, and
There is no using a movement. Motherfuckers work for their output. What do you mean using the movement? Did he use the movement? Did he just say, I used the movement and this work just divines out of thin air and he didn't have to put no fucking work in? Nah, motherfucker, just cause you're not smart enough to make no fucking money don't mean shit, motherfucker! Fuck you, motherfucker! Don't talk about Auschwitz, you piece of shit! You motherfucking Jew-hating piece of shit! Get the fuck off this stream! Get the fuck off!
By a Jew, and all of a sudden he's singing the Chosen song and dance about
Yes.
IQ stats don't matter.
Yep.
But what did it say on the invoice? Is what I'm asking. Like, does anyone know?
Okay, so it was 25 grand
paper,
for something
that
called the
25
Neuro
days?
Network. He was gonna do some TV show
Yeah,
called the
then
Neuro
never
Network.
even did it.
And he never did it. He kept the 25 grand. He took it from a pedo Jew. He flip flops this guy. I'm telling you, is compromised. I have been saying it for a year and a half, and I'm a nobody, so nobody listens, of course. But this guy is a bought and paid for hack.
It's like these fucking people defend him. Oh, what proof do you have? 29 fucking entries into the Texas database for law, where people have literally gone after him and proven that he's fucking mentally insane. Plus, there's multiple facts. Do you know what they found? They found 59 pieces of evidence that are sealed in the Texas court system for why he is absolutely insane.
How many people do you have in your life that you know have had 7 charges of sexual deviancy raised against them, have had to go to court over grooming and trying to marry a mentally challenged lady, has one trapped in his house on stream that thinks no white guilt has been trying to come after her, is taken 25 grand from a pedo Jew? This guy has got too many check marks, man. You
That's
gotta
what I'm saying.
disavow.
All right. By the way,
Just listening to that second clip we played when the girl's talking about how she left her friends, her family, her job, her school, and he's just sitting there like drinking fucking red wine, laughing. That part's just fucking,
Play
like,
the clip I just sent you, Ralph, on fucking.
Okay, give me a
DMs.
second. Before I play that, I want to play this, and we are gonna. God, this has been going on 3 hours. What is even happening?
I'm sorry.
No, well,
You haven't even done the shit show yet.
oh my God, I know. Okay, I think the shit show's taking place already. But so yeah, and I see some people in chat. They're like, "Well, Ralph, why don't you?" First off, Ralph, why are you being neutral? Ralph, you're being too neutral. Ralph, why are you letting him say this? Like, but look, dude, there's really nothing I can do right here. I am trying to keep an even kill about the whole situation, which if you've watched the Killstream, that's a fairly common thing. I do try to, take a neutral view, especially on stuff like this. Where
Well, you have to take a neutral view, even
But
if
you were more. You were more vicious going after Matt Boulders than you are about a guy who's had 7 counts of sexual deviancy and all. I mean, you've been pretty fair with JF. At some point, you got to say, okay, well, I can't defend this guy anymore. It's just too much shit. It's just too much.
I mean, you don't have to go after him, but you have to at least concede that like some of this is just pure degeneracy.
He's controlled opposition. I'm telling you, it's deeper than that. He is controlled opposition. I know it sounds conspiratorial, but he is.
That's fair. That's your view. I'm going to continue being a neutral on the issue, and we'll see if JF wants to come on and talk about it. Okay. So this is the clip. I think this was played on Worski's show last night. And I still haven't seen it though. And I'm gonna play Zoom's clip after, and then we're gonna take it on home. This is from After Fod D Bitch or whatever the fuck her name is. Actually, she's a complete loser. And she posted her nudes all over Tumblr. And I guess Paul got a hold of them. And I wrote an article. You can see I have her blocked preemptively. I wrote an article about them and linked to her nudes. And these are one of the talking points that the Krauts try to use that I spread. What do they call them? Revenge porn, which is complete misrepresentation. It's not revenge porn if you post your own nudes all over Tumblr. Somebody finds them later on, and they say, hey, look, this crazy bitch who she also said she was infiltrating the alt-right by, trying to get together and
she's so
be with one of them and to infiltrate them and then leak a bunch of messages, which she actually did leak a bunch of messages. And then I wrote an article about it, and I did put out links to her nude pictures. I would do it again. That's not revenge porn. She publicly posted those nude photographs, and I would 100% post those again. So people are wanting links to those. I have to go dig through the old
They're
archives.
kind of hard to find now, but
no, they're not.
I've got them all saved on my hard drive. No,
You got them all saved?
Yeah.
She's not too bad.
Dude, she is smoking hot though.
Would you let her infiltrate you to get some information? And so,
Dude, I turn Antifa in a second, getting them guts.
But would you disrupt the condom though? That's the real question.
Oh, stealth? Would you stealth her?
That is an act of raping.
Okay, I better stop there. I was about to go with a joke myself, but I'll refrain.
Is Nora still there? Or is she out of town?
She's out of town.
Why you slap
Panzerfaust.
yourself?
Nah, I don't want a Jared Holder article about me. I thought about making a joke about stealth thing, but I'll just
Bad news. You're gonna get an article from Jared Holder.
All right. So here's the clip. Let's play it right now.
Daily Beast reports that they were actually regularly seen together during the 1990s. And as I told you last week or the week before, a federal judge in New York has ordered a hearing in December about this case. This story, Pat, sort of proves that the media is out to get Trump theory is total BS. Because if corporate media wanted to take down Trump, they would be covering this story, and they would have been covering this story for months. Instead, yeah, they talk about the sexual assault allegations. This is very
By the way, this makes me think I should be transparent about this. You guys may not know, but Jeff Epstein, who we're talking about here, was an original founder to my YouTube channel. Now, it's not that I give a shit about this guy, okay? He got arrested after, and the fact that he donated to my channel at the very beginning of my YouTube career does not influence me. I'm not trying to find Jeff Epstein innocent in what he's been accused of, and I'm merely reviewing this video for the Donald Trump aspect of it, and particularly for the rational aspects of David Pakman in processing this. But this was something I've rarely said to you guys. In fact, I think I may never have talked about it. But Jeff Epstein had given $25,000 to my foundation in the U.S. when I started my YouTube career.
There's the clip. Flat out, Epstein gave him the money, and he said he gave him the money. I don't think there's any controversial aspect to that, other than him, getting money from Jeff Epstein in the first place. But yeah, he flat out says he got money from him. A Dark Vulgar says, "Isn't that Pac-Man, the gay teen killed by Gamergate?" I believe it is. I also put a link there in the chat if you want to peruse it.
I think he knows that he's telling fibs. I think you should get that YouTube body language girl on that. His eyes were like flitting all over the place.
It was weird.
I don't know if you guys saw that link, but the TRR archive's paying off once again. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
How do you say that so cavalierly? Just like chilling. Yeah, I took $25K from Epstein, the fucking dude who buses plane loads of children out to an island to diddle them.
There's also there's a stream where he has Dick Spencer on, and he admitted it to Richard Spencer, and Spencer had nothing to say. Like he was so uncomfortable.
Trace,
that doesn't surprise
Trace
me.
in the chat says, "If a Jew offered me money, I'd probably take it too." All right, and I saw Old Angry Normie.
And that's how they keep winning.
I did want to get him on. I guess he thought I was ignoring him or something, but I wasn't. We just got lost in this shit, and I didn't get a chance. What is this?
There's a Gary Busey 88 in the chat who's very, very insistent that he's got a super hot take on JF. By the way, if you're interested,
the actual Gary Busey.
Well, I think it's the 88th clone of Gary Busey. They've been manufacturing them.
Let's not forget too that JF went off on a tangent last summer where he thought that there was a vast alt-right conspiracy to take down his channel, and the Russian bots were involved. Do you remember that? This guy's losing it.
I do remember that, actually. Yeah, that was.
This guy's controlled. Fuck him.
The part was he was catching some heat. I think it was the Yukis and Emily Rose situation, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You mean Lauren Rose?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Lauren Rose. Excuse me. I apologize. You're right. Let's see. Where else are we? Okay, Zoom sent the clip. We're gonna play that. We're gonna do the finale, or else I'm gonna be here literally for like 4 hours. Okay.
Pedophilia is probably a default mode of reproduction for a large part of our evolutionary history.
Yeah, but I'm mainly talking about a prepubescent child. Somebody who is they haven't reached puberty yet. You can't mate with them. We're going to be naturally attracted to breasts, figure. We're naturally going to see certain stimuli from a woman's body to make us want to procreate because childbearing hips, breasts show milk. Certain genetic features are being exhibited through the eyes and through the features of the female body or the male body. From either sexual perspective or perspective from either sex. But yeah, when it comes to a prepubescent child, there is no genetic benefit. There's no, it's a deviation, a major deviation from the sexual norm. Therefore, not I don't see how it would be genetically viable.
But evolution doesn't keep you from masturbating on a child that's not yet reproductive. To the contrary, why not take the child in your arm, habituate them to sex so that
wait. Hold on. Let's go back.
Getting a little uncomfortable, was it?
Let's go back just a little bit. Let's go back to 840. And let's play that. Let's play that again at 840 right now.
On a child that's not yet.
No, wait, that wasn't far enough apparently. Let's go back to 830. You know what? Fuck it. 825 just to make sure. 825. I'm going to start it back up right now.
No genetic benefit. There's no it's a deviation, a major deviation from the sexual norm. Therefore, not I don't see how it would be genetically viable.
But evolution doesn't keep you from masturbating on a child that's not yet reproductive. To the contrary, why not take the child in your arm, habituate them to sex so that when they reach 14 years old, they will be pregnant. This is not a justification for pedophilia. It's a factual reality that
is he saying that? What is he saying exactly?
He's saying
that you can masturbate
over
the kids until they're of childbearing age, then you knock them up when they're 14, and that's.
So, he's technically correct. Bad stuff used to happen. But we civilized now. I'm not sure where he's trying to go with
Well,
this.
I mean, definitely, if you look at the history of the world, women were married off at, 10, 12, 13 years old. I mean, this clip was sent to me. I don't know. I'm sure JF has.
What fucking these people
I don't know.
are the dumbest fucking people.
Dude, I know. Context.
I'm just saying, if he wants to respond to it, I've never heard this clip.
Explain the context of the question after he says that.
Yeah,
it's reaffirmed twice.
It's not. It's not something I would.
Look, we used to run around. Yeah, bad stuff used to happen when we were cavemen. We used to stick bones in our noses and that. But like some of the earliest codified laws that were ever committed to history involved things like consent laws, and those consent laws were typically set like beyond the onset of being capable of building children.
Now, let me say this, Rand. Meringue Bad. Let me say this.
Meringue Bad is a fucking idiot.
Wait a minute.
End of story.
Meringue Bad made the intro that I love, so I won't say that. It was a very good intro, one of my favorites.
You're a fucking idiot.
But let me read this. He says he's talking about evolution and how pedophilia possibly played a role in gene selection.
Okay, and then once again, Zeph Noren reaffirms that it has nothing to do with gene selection. What about prepubescent children? That is what I asked in the question, and he said there is absolutely nothing wrong with jacking off on a kid and waiting until they're able to reproduce.
All right, let's play it. 825.
How the fuck is the context of that misconstrued? It isn't. You're a fucking idiot.
Let's just go to 825 and play it all the way through right now.
No genetic benefit. There's no it's a deviation, a major deviation from the sexual norm. Therefore, not I don't see how it would be genetically viable.
But evolution doesn't keep you from masturbating on a child that's not yet reproductive. To the contrary, why not take the child in your arm, habituate them to sex so that when they reach 14 years old, they will be pregnant? This is not a justification for pedophilia. It's a factual reality that starting a child at 7 years old who has lost his parent, and you're in a jungle surviving, and you feed that child until she's 14 years old, this seems like an evolutionary functional strategy that will not be selected against by evolution.
So you're saying outside of social norms and scientifically that...
Now let me pause at 922. Benito, the squad sweetie, says he means fawn as in reproductive functionality, not his personal preference. Einstein. Now I do say he said it right after he says that. He says this is not a justification for pedophilia, to just put that out there. He does.
Did you see what else he said? He said there's nothing wrong with masturbating on a child and attributing them to sex until they're of age.
Yeah, and he's doing this in like a sort of a thought experiment vacuum. When he said like, oh, there's no evolutionary pressure against this sort of behavior. He's leaving out the fact that in the vast majorities of like cultures and that around the world, the evolutionary pressure is the people of the society around will remove you from engaging in that behavior, probably remove you from the gene pool. So it's not a great evolutionary strategy to masturbate on kids because you'll never get the chance to reproduce.
Yeah, I don't think. No, yeah, I don't know that he said nothing was wrong. I don't know. Like
until
I don't
today,
he didn't say
until today.
Let me read these super chats. Panzerfaust says, "Fuck, can we please move on to something else?" And he always has good links, by the way. Let me pull this up. I'll talk about this before we're out, which we're gonna be someday.
Why is Matt streaming?
No, I don't think so. Debiscus, Dep Biscus Pid, I always fuck that up, sorry. Says the problem with these low IQ Spurgs is they ruin any legitimate case there may be against JF. Post everything, you fucking snake. Zoom. That's what he
I
said.
already did, you fucking tard. Not my fault, you're too fucking retarded to go click the link.
He did
God,
post.
these people are so fucking dumb, Ralph. Like, Jesus Christ.
You did post links in the chat. Panzerfaust 217 says, Ralph, isn't your attack dog fuckers? Wait, isn't your this? I'm not sure. He says, Ralph, isn't your attack dog fuckers? Matt Lardo actually went after him directly. What exactly was JF accused of? What has he been prosecuted and sentenced for? Why do I need to care about JF so much? You don't need to care about it. This is just what people are talking about. I'm trying to keep, moderator, even keel roll.
You need to care.
Others
you need to
not.
care.
Who's saying that?
Tundra.
Well, you don't get to tell me what I need to care about.
No,
I'm
not
gonna
you.
Oh, okay.
Not you
Okay,
per se.
all right,
I'm just
all
saying it's at least worth looking into and talking about.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I thought you were going at me for the even kill roll. I mean, look, that's how I've done on the kill stream forever. Now, on certain things, not necessarily. On Monday Matt, no. I didn't keep an even kill, but if you've seen the show over the last year, you'll know that a lot of times, especially with stuff like this, Zoom himself is on this fucking stream, and when they tried to ruin him during that whole stream, I was keeping an even kill. Sometimes it's for the best, sometimes it's not, but that's just how I do it here on the show. So
this guy's got a very popular YouTube channel. He streams out to thousands of people. And he's controlled.
Does anybody notice the absolute hypocrisy of that? They played some fucking clipped, edited clips of me and my girlfriend trolling people on a fucking site, and they were ready to crucify me. This dude is on official record with the court system in 2 different states saying that he's mentally disturbed and obsessed with grooming and taking advantage of girls that are mentally incapable of making decisions as adults.
That's a good point.
Taking money from fucking pedophiles, $25,000 to start his YouTube channel. He's associating with those people. And then he's intentionally targeting people with mental facilities that put them around the ages of 10 to 11. And no one finds this weird?
Flip-flops as views could be nice.
You could literally get a video.
To be fair, you're leaving out a lot of context.
They're emotionally invested in it.
Of course. And you could literally get a video of JF. He could be standing in the Montreal hospital, jerking off on a kid in a cancer ward and get caught on camera. And those fucking people would be like, well, how do you know it's JF? How do you know he just didn't get hot because it was really stressful in there with all the machines. He could have got hot. He just let his pants down to calm down. Well, how do you know he actually jerked off on the
I
child?
had a
Did you see him
virus,
do it?
Mum. There was a virus on the computer.
What do you know? He could have been saving them. You don't understand. That's how these fucking people think.
Maybe
Now-
the kid was thirsty.
Now I have seen this line of thought. Some people said JF was defending you, Zoom, back when all that shit happened. Why are you saying these things about him now?
Because it's a matter of official court record that he went after a young girl. What he's done in the past doesn't matter. The fact is the court system in Texas ruled him out as a predator. They said he was a predator. They were so moved by what he has done that they sent the information to the district attorney's office to get it investigated and possibly level charges against him.
All right, let's see. Hyphen says JJ must be high IQ since it sounds like he's taking inspiration from Gigi Allen. I think it's Allen. Or is it Allen? It's Allen or Allen?
Allen.
I thought it was Allen. Okay. Michael E. Duncan says Richmond schedule is set? Question. Not quite. Some things been going on this weekend. We should have an official schedule set for the Worski Ralph thing. It looks like we'll be in Richmond. The Richmond stuff is definitely going to happen the weekend of the 8th through the 10th of March. But as far as the final dates and where all we're going and stuff like that, not officially set just yet. Mary Poppins says Medicare's got Sunday Fun Day. Ralph creates godless Sundays and calls it a patron/subscriber stream. Never change, Ralph. Yeah, this is a godless Sunday, I have to say. I do see Anti-Bully's been tweeting. I don't think he's
I just wanted to watch my Chinese cartoons today.
He did say
Where did it all go wrong?
there's no Sunday Fun Day stream today. He's getting photon vids ready for tomorrow.
The light shine.
Yeah, so I haven't
Fuck
actually
that,
seen.
the darkness grows. Rise up, Aryans.
I haven't seen the photon stuff yet. Actually, I saw
It's funny.
Is it okay? I'm gonna go back and check it out. All right. So Palmer, Tundra, thank you very much for joining us,
Sure.
man.
Yep.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right. Appreciate it.
See you.
Oh, sorry, Tundra. I cut you off. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. Okay. And by the way, Palmer Eldritch does a very good archive of the Killstream over on YouTube. He also archives some other stuff such as gem streams. So check him out. Search his name on YouTube. We don't have the Discord overlay, so you might have to spell it out. For some reason, I didn't set it up on this setup. I'll fix that for the next stream. Let's bring on a few more people just to make sure they got in. I'm trying to get in all confirmed, supporters that wanted to come on. Okay. Drumboy02, go ahead, man. I want to make sure I got you on. Oh no. Are you there, sir? I'm the only one. Like, you guys can hear me still, right?
I can hear you. He's not talking.
Okay. Well, we try to get him on.
Fair's fair.
Yeah, I know some people. We did kind of get into a waiting game here.
I just realized that I can't spell Houston backwards either.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up,
Good
Dutch?
evening.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing
Let me
much.
mute this
What's up?
stream real quick. Yeah, honestly, there seems to be a ton of fucking pedophiles everywhere we fucking look on the internet now. I think the internet was a real big mistake.
Do you?
Oh yeah. If I
can-
could get rid of the internet, I would right away.
Well, I'll have to disavow that because I'd be out of a job.
Get this Jewish shill out of here.
You could do ham radios. I've got one myself.
Well, maybe. You have a ham radio?
Yeah, I got a ham radio. I got a license and a call sign and everything.
How does that work exactly?
Oh man, it's real fucking fun. I love this fucking thing here. I just moved from Utah to Texas, so it's all still in storage.
Is there a lot of people who use that? Is it like fun to fuck around with?
Yeah, I get a lot of people from down where Randbot lives. There's a lot of
Really?
Australians that use.
Now you can talk to them all the way from Australia?
Yeah.
What?
Talk to people from Australia. Talk to people from Alaska and from places in Europe.
That's a lie, Ralph. You can't talk to people from Australia.
No, I mean, obviously on the internet, but I didn't realize you could do it on the ham radio. Oh, that's proud. That's kind of
Hey,
cool.
there's a guy in Discord chat by the name of Test Boy, and he keeps spamming to let him on to say something about.
What's his name?
JF.
Testy. Oh, is he on? What is he? You know,
Boy.
this is actually now we have made a couple exceptions with Godspeed and Randbot, but they're kind of, I mean, they're show guests, normal show guests. It's really just supposed to be a subscriber stream. But
yeah,
I guess I'll bring.
What
him
have I
on
been demoted from Gold Star Caller?
Well, is it a demotion or a raise up? I'm not sure. A co-host. Some would argue that it's actual
JF
demotion.
is a fucking nigger and also join my server to get justice for potato.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Stunning.
You're gonna have to cut that one.
Stunning call there.
Snick wants to be on because it's Black History Month too.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Black Kang Month.
Okay, what a rousing call there. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Dutch. I'm sure you didn't know that was going to happen, of course.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't know. I thought he was serious because I thought he was going to say something about JF.
Oh,
You know what? I haven't heard you disavow JF yet. What's going on?
I mean,
with that?
you're not going to hear it, so
Why aren't I going to hear it? This guy gets pedo money.
I mean, eventually would I disavow? Maybe, but yeah, I want to get him on to hear his side of things and let him speak out. And
well, you could disavow and still have him on. I mean, I don't feel
yeah, that works. That works often. But no, I would like to have him on and be able to speak on these things. So
I'd like to get Nick Rakita on for your show,
Yeah.
and I'd like to send him all of the stuff. And as a lawyer, he could probably request the sealed stuff in Pacer if JF was allowed with okay with that, and he could review it and give his opinion.
yeah. Also, somebody sent me a clip from Rakita. I don't know if he speaks on this or not. It's at 150. Let me put this in the I don't even know what this is, but it was being sent to me a lot earlier. If you pull this up, I think it was from a couple nights ago. I don't know if he's talking about Mercedes or Jeff or who. Go to 153.19. I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Give me a sec. 153.19. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds to get there.
It's queued up. It's queued up on the time slot, so it's good to go.
Okay, 153.19 right now. So
Providing all people of the United States with 1, high quality health care. Affordable, safe, and adequate housing. Just give them houses. Fine.
Oh, he's reading through the. Is this the Green New Deal?
Safe
Yeah, it
housing. Gotta have safe housing. Not just affordable. It's gotta be safe.
Kata's
Which
looking pretty
means
fashy with the
you
new
can't give
haircut, I
them
have to say.
a high rise, or
looking
no,
good.
not a high rise. You can't give them a low rise apartment in Chicago on the
It's out
south
there.
side. Can't do it. Not safe. Get shot.
What is the Irish?
And adequate
The
housing.
Irish
What does
vibe.
adequate even mean? What does adequate mean?
I think this is a Green New Deal thing, but that was pretty good. All right, that's what some people were sending me there. Let's see, where am I even at? Oh, Panzerfaust wanted me to bring this up. Let's see.
I want to say I do love how he just drinks heavily while laying down the law. He's a man after my own heart.
Yeah, he's a little bit better at drinking heavily, although he doesn't. I don't know if he drinks quite as heavily as I do, but he has the benefit of having a law degree, so he's able to talk lawyerly shit no matter how drunk he is. Here's the story. As border wall funding divides Washington, new multi-million-dollar barrier will soon break ground in Texas. Heavy machinery has started to roll in near the National Butterfly Center, which straddles the Mexican border. Customs and Border Protection has positioned vehicles here, blah, 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 blah. Construction of a new border wall in the Rio Grande Valley, or the Rio Grande, is set to begin in the next few days. Let's see. A top national destination for bird watching, Benson, is located down the road from the Bird Center, and we'll see one of two Rio Grande Rio Grande. What I keep saying Grande. I mean, you can say it either way, I guess. Valley border wall projects run through its property. Both plans were funded by last year's congressional appropriations. Congress greenlighted more than $600 million for 33 miles of wall in the area. So that's apparently a little bit of wall is being built down there.
Wow.
Not enough.
I think either way, we're gonna get this fucking wall no matter what, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I'm really hoping on it. We really need it. It's really Trump's real ticket to win the next one.
Yeah, he's got to do it.
He
It's like
wall.
if the wall is being built by 2020, he wins the election. If it's not, he loses. I think it pretty much counts. Simplistic as it sounds, I think that's the way it's shaping up.
Everybody just needs to accept that Trump is your overlord.
Well, the Italians certainly have.
Yeah, just stop fighting it. That thing is so beautiful because I have never seen the Italian people categorize the plights of my people. It's just so beautiful.
Tobiscus Pids. Let me read this.
Is that your JF impersonation?
No, it's not bad. Tobiscus Bid says, if you listen, now this is an anti-Zoom comment, by the way, Zoom. Says, if you listen, Zoom admitted his motive. He's trying to take the heat off himself for his own creepy pedo LARP. That's what he says. That's your
Dude, it's not even a pedo LARP now because it's so fucking old that it's a touching story about two people that fell in love that are consenting adults. It's not a pedo LARP anymore. It's that fucking old. It's that fucking old.
That's a good story.
And you know what? Honestly, I don't see how the fuck you people can defend this guy. I'll post this right in the chat right now. Go to page 28 and read line 15. I have signed this order appointing Ms. Castellanos a temporary guardian of this person and fulfilling my obligation under the rules of judicial contact by letting the district attorney's office know that there is a potential for an individual to have taken advantage of an incapacitated individual by exercising coercion by means of taking advantage of them. So we will let the district attorney's office do whatever they wish. And then the district attorney's office says that they're going to be investigating it because they also believe that JF took advantage of a girl that was mentally diminished. How the fuck can you defend that? There is no context. There is no twisting that. It's flat black and white judicial fucking justice distributed and threatened by a judge who feels that JF took advantage of this girl and passed it on along with all of the stuff regarding the court case and the evaluations by the psychiatrist that feel that he was coercing her, forced her into having sex with him, and he admitted that he took her virginity with the idea of impregnating her. This girl has no history of ever having a relationship with anybody. She never had a boyfriend, never had a date, never had a job. He lured her across the country, took her virginity. He's an adult, and he doesn't know better? He was in the best interest of her? Are you kidding me? People are fucking retarded.
He's a big brain, bro.
I would say I would like to hear you versus JF on this subject. Actually, I think that would be maybe my
it wouldn't last very long.
Maybe my ratings sense just popped off there, but I think that would be good. Or just JF to come on at all, but especially you two both though, that would be amazing. I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm not sure.
You should try to get Zidane to do it, and you should pay Zidane too.
Yeah. Who says I don't pay Zidane? I know that's
a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Dutch. Thank you, Dutch. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, can I say one last thing though?
Yeah.
Or hello. All right. Tex is a pedo, and Willow has AIDS, and I'll just leave now.
All right, thank you. Oh, Godspeed. Thank you as well, sir. You stayed. I thought it was only going to be a few minutes, but I think it's been, an hour and a half now at this point. So
you knew that was never going to be a few minutes.
Well, no, actually, I didn't realize we were going to be going into it like this, but we did it. So thank you, Zoom. I appreciate it, man.
Anytime, man. Got to stretch out that content.
All right, man. Farewell. Have a good Sunday.
Please.
All right. So let's do the grand finale. Let's see. I'm just gonna start bringing them in one by one. Now I'm only bringing in people I know for a fact are
not gonna shout the N-word.
No, that I know for a fact that they're patrons or supporters, because that's the whole point of the stream. I don't know if some of these others are not. I see Reloaded AK is. I guess I just sent Dutch off. I guess I can bring him back in.
Oh, hello. If I go,
But I really only want to hear Dractonus. So
I just have some things to say about the JF situation because
Go
Zoom
ahead.
described him as proven to be incapable of like having interpersonal relationships, socially, intellectually, emotionally deficient. Like, doesn't that make him a retard as well by all definitions of the word? In which case, it would be two retarded people engaging in sexual relations.
Now, what do you think?
Beautiful love.
It's more
That's so
complicated.
profound.
Well, let me ask Dractonus. Dractonus, I know you. I mean, I've seen you on Twitter. I know you watched
Verily.
JF show, and I think you read his book. I haven't read his book, but what do you think about the whole situation?
Honestly, I don't think most of the people that are going after JF are doing it because they care about potatoes. They're basically virtue signaling potatoes because they don't like JF and insulting them at the same time, calling them retarded. Like, that's basically what liberals do. Like, they pretend to care about something, but they really don't. And I think they should spend less time like infighting on the right and focus on like our enemies, basically.
Our enemies.
I would agree with that.
Drum boy, you're there. We didn't hear you earlier. What's going on?
That's for the tech errors.
Yeah, what's up, man?
It's all right. You're forgiven.
Great. I just wanted to tell you, I've been watching the show since August of last year.
Right around Monday night. Yeah.
Exactly. I caught.
Dractonus is a mud shark.
Okay, just Dutch. Be quiet.
Don't
ahead,
be
Drum
worried.
Boy.
Don't worry about the stuttering, dude.
Go ahead, Drum Boy. Dutch is an idiot. I'm gonna mute him. Go ahead.
A little nervous. I love the show. I love a lot of streamers on Streamy. I think this is a great platform. You know, there's some great streamers everybody should check out. Drummer 828.
Yes, I agree.
Metacriris is in chat.
Oh, I'm right here, man.
Yeah. SPCC.
Oh, for sure. SPCC, great guy, awesome. Drummer 828, actually met him in person in Knoxville, also a great guy. He drove me back from the airport in Nashville when I had to take Andy back to Nashville, my second time driving to and from Nashville. So
SPCC is great.
Yeah, he is.
It was cool to see all the footage of you guys, you know, meeting up in real life and, you know, supporting your boy Andy.
Well,
that was great, yeah.
I just wanted to let you know I love the show.
Well, thank you, man.
Are you all done? Are you all done listing off your favorite streamers? You sure you're all done listing your favorite streamers, buddy?
My mouth isn't full of semen yet. Keep going.
Rambai, I forgot that you were in chat, so I happened to catch your stream last night. It was
oh, see there.
You guys were playing poker. That was pretty funny.
That's true.
That was good. That was good times.
He did see it, Rand. See, he was watching your stream. I actually popped on towards
I had
the
to
end.
fucking dig for it.
But yeah, thank you, Drum Boy, man. I really appreciate it.
I probably would have
got
watched
you back
more of
on
that
too,
stream
by the
if
way.
it wasn't at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So thank you. By the way, I just saw the view counter go down to okay. It went down to 0. I was like, hold on,
sure.
something must be wrong
Yeah, it
here. And then it went back
happens
up to 6:15. So, is everybody else still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just
Why
wanted
can't I hear
real
them?
quick
It says
on
600 on
yesterday's stream. Can you hear me?
Wait a second.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Something just happened with Discord. And it was still actually going through. Like, I could see the desktop audio going through, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. Give me a sec. Okay, well, good. I don't know. Discord is completely fucked off. Let me see here. Let me try this again.
Call him out.
Okay, you guys there? I can't hear that.
Yeah, we're here.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Give me a sec. Why would it do that? We can hear all of you, but I can't hear them. I don't know what just happened. Let me try something. I mean, the show was pretty much over anyway, but Jesus. Oh, okay. It's something to do. Oh. I see what it is. Okay, I fixed it. My headphones came unplugged. Okay, now I can hear you. My headphones literally just came unplugged. That's all it was. I thought it was some grand conspiracy, and I just reached down and pushed them back in, and now I can hear again. Yeah. Anyway.
Nah, it's all right.
My only
The Jews said that too, Ralph. We know.
But no, my only problem with that is I don't know what. Did he ever give an explanation as to why he was calling the payment processor for streaming?
Yesterday he was on my stream.
Oh, are we talking about? Man, what?
Douche scratch.
Dick scratch.
Yeah.
Douche scratch.
I'm curious. So yesterday after the Andy Worski stream,
I wasn't the one who brought it up though.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Allied wants in too. By the way, sorry, I didn't know. I see him with the I don't know.
I just want to know the reason why he called them.
I'm trying. I'm trying real hard. After the Worski stream, he came on and basically he said the 15-minute audio where he tries to figure out who the payment processor is, who's the company behind Streamy that processes the money actually, because there's a third party that processes Streamy money, so there's no actual direct contact through PayPal or whatever. I'm not sure how that works. In any case, the whole 15-minute conversation, we played that. His explanation was on a 5-second snippet that he asked at the end of the call. At the end of the call, he asked, "Are you pro free speech?" And he told us yesterday in a call that his whole point of calling them was to see if the company that processes the money is pro free speech.
That is
it's retarded. It's fucking retarded. 15 minutes of pill pull. 15 minutes of pill pull trying to figure out who this company is. Why would that information even be relevant? Why?
Dude, look, he's full of shit, and people have been in his rocket chat, and they're getting on Stream Me, and there's all kinds of screenshots, and I have to go through them because I haven't had time the last few days. But the explanation he gives there is complete horse shit. The guy's full of shit. He's been mad ever since the train fags fucked off and left, which
and ever since you banned him from Discord. That's
what it was. And you know why I did that? Because I just don't like people who go around saying one thing in one place and another to my face. And he's a snake, and he's constantly trying to start up trouble. He's the one that started the beef between me and Alex in the first place. I actually reached out to Alex after. I said, I think you should come back. He messaged me and said, I don't think this is a place for me. This was a week later, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then he came back. Then he actually came back and did the whole, I'm gonna burn it all down. Well, okay, you know what? Burn yourself down. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a motherfuck. You guys are pissed off about the contest and the spam and all this shit. You motherfuckers don't do shit anyway. Your little 24-hour streams, nobody gives a fuck. You suck. You bring nothing to the table. You're complete fucking spurgs. You just sit and try to, your big claim to fame, which you can't even call it that, was stream sniping kitty styles for 24 hours a day. All you fuckers suck. All you motherfuckers should go kill yourselves in Minecraft, and you're pieces of shit.
It's even worse. It's even worse. So here's the reason why he wants to find it out. The Cupcock guy is probably the pastebin guy, the one who made a pastebin on you and on Sargon. Why Sargon's Patreon got removed. I'm speculating because he's been hanging out with him and Foxdix, who renamed his channel TheGuntRetort. They're working on a new pastebin for Stream Me in order to get the payment processor either removed or to get you removed.
Jeez.
That's my speculation, because there's no other reason why he would want exactly that individual and why he's hanging out with these people.
Dude, why else would you call the payment? Excuse me. I just got.
And pretend to be all about. I'm just curious. I'm curious.
The jewel went down the wrong pipe there. Oh fuck!
Because I'm usually all for like.
Right there, buddy. I lost my goddamn voice for a second. Okay, I'm back. Ralph fail.exe. It's okay.
But no, I'm usually for like giving people like this the benefit of the doubt. But like this is literally the shit that like little rats like Jared Holt do for a fucking living.
Yeah, well, I'm just calling. I'm just asking questions. Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
And you know where he posted that link? Jim was in the chat last morning before Andy Worski show. That morning, Jim was in the chat. He wasn't gonna do a stream. He was just talking to us. We asked him whether or not he's gonna do a stream, and Dispatch posted a link, said, "Here's why Ralph threw me under the bus." And he posted a link of the audio of him calling the payment processor. He said, "Oh, this is a lie of me calling the payment processor and fucking with the leaderboard." And he was adding Jim in the chat.
Yeah, well, Dispatch is a faggot, and I will tell anybody that, and I'll tell everybody that, and I don't give a fuck. He can at Jim, he can at God, he can at Tonka. I don't give a fuck who he sends it to. You're a fucking faggot. You've been pissed off for weeks because I told you to fuck off. I don't want anything to do with you, and you've been super butthurt about it. You're setting up websites in my name. Okay, well, have fun with that. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to continue to do the show. A lot of people enjoy it. Some people don't, which is fine either way. But you're not going to dissuade me from that. And now you're trying to fuck with other people's, money here on the site. I'm going to be fine if they get rid of the contest. I'm going to let you guys know.
Ralph.
I'm going to be dandy. I'll still be dandy. But it's fucking everybody else over. You're calling the payment processor. It's like, oh, I just want to see if they stand for free speech. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. If you believe that, you're a fucking idiot.
Also, just one thing, and I'm going to be quiet. I promise, guys. This is where it brings me to my channel. I got demonetized. Well, what I didn't talk about, other than yesterday when I said it on stream, I also got a flag right after I got demonetized on the Spencer rant video, which leads me to suspect that people have been flagging the channel and have been sending YouTube emails on me probably. That's probably one of the reasons I got demonetized.
Yeah, shocking. I know nobody saw that coming. Stuff like that happening.
You're a few steps away from being banned.
I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying it's really coincidental that I got let's say it's Crowd or anyone else that got mad. I got a flag right after I got demonetized.
banned all of the sudden.
You
might do as well.
I see Flywheel 2020 says if they set up a domain in your name, you can claim it and take it. I know I can. And I said that in Discord. Of course, he's in the Discord, even though I banned him. He's like, oh, they actually think I could. I mean, I actually could take the domain. It's just a pain in the ass, and I don't even see a point in going through all that. You have to file claims with ICANN and all these rules and all this shit. You have to go through it. I don't care that much. They think I care that much. I don't. I just said I absolutely could do that if I wanted. It just costs money and time, and I just don't feel like it. But just imagine being that butthurt because I told him to fuck off that he's, buying up URLs in my name and shit. Like, I don't know. It's just hilarious.
I don't get
URLs that grab your IP.
I don't get the stream of consciousness that one has to do to get angry about you who I don't get why they get angry about this. Like, you are possibly the most likely person to contribute to StreamMe continued existence. They need this traffic. They were giving out $3,000 a week with 20 people in the chat or not 20, but I'd say 100 max users a day.
Well, that's why Kitty Style got so mad in the beginning there, because Ralph and everyone who came here basically ended his gravy train.
I'll say this, the Killstream and me in particular, of course, is not the end all be all of everything, but we have, since our move to the site, I mean, I can just pull up the Alexa here on
You make up 75% of the site's traffic.
They've shot up 43,000 spots globally. They're in the, top 5,100 rank in the United States. I mean, that is a market improvement. And so I'm proud of what we've helped do here on StreamMe. And yeah, the contest used to give away $650 for 30-person stream or something like that. Although Keem was on here the other day and said he won the contest for a year straight when he was streaming on here, and he had way more than 30. But what I'm saying is when we came, 30, 40 people max were winning. Max viewer streams were winning, $650 a week. That's not a very good investment.
Yeah,
At least we have brought people to the site.
It used to be way better, I think, was the point there. It used to be $1,000 or something.
Yeah, but it's not even Ralph isn't telling everybody to spam in the chat or whatever these freaking spurgs are going on about. Ralph has just a shit ton of people that come in every day for 3 hours to watch his content.
Well, yeah, and the whole my rules about the contest. Who even fucking? I don't understand why that ever became.
Well, no, and
a talking point in the first place. What?
The reason I got so bothered about that is that Alex kept on saying, "Oh, well, Flamenco couldn't have possibly gotten second place if he wanted to." It's just what the fuck, dude.
You just did it for the shekels. You're going to do it for the shekels.
I see Patrick VDH in the chat says Kitty Styles greater than Dispatch, to be honest. I mean, Kitty Styles has some problematic personal things, molested his sister and shit. Obviously, he's a disgusting person. That being said, he is much more entertaining than Dispatch ever dreamed of being on stream, and I will definitely agree with that. Yeah,
he was fun to bully.
Coast done that.
Really fun. He was a good lol.
Of course, that's not a very high bar. I mean, you could, Dispatch is the same guy who fucking jacked off on stream to Rambon's voice because he's that fucking retarded. Yeah. This is the big galaxy brain that we're dealing with here. A guy who fucking jacked off on stream. He's a fucking retard.
Anyone out there in the chat? Look, I'm not saying I approve, but I understand.
I mean, your voice is pretty good, but I think that's taking it a little too far to actually pull the cock out and start stroking it on stream. I mean, that's he obviously, I guess, maybe just couldn't control himself. I'm not sure. But
it was Rand narrating lesbian porn. That's what it was.
By the way, people think I'm kidding. That actually happened. No, that really, really happened. I'm not kidding.
If you've got a cool story about stroking it to my voice, I
don't have any of those stories. I'll leave those to Dispatch. I'll have to.
By the way, Mattercrest, you should definitely plug your Patreon because of that demonetization.
I feel bad.
Does somebody have the video? I don't have it. Post it in
no,
the.
No, dude, you deserve it. And if Palmer Eldritch
if anyone wants to, if anyone wants to find it out, it's on my YouTube there.
Yeah.
By the way, does anybody have the video? I don't have it.
I do not
have a video.
Ralph, Nick really wants to get on here.
I know. Rand has it. Somebody has this.
I've been sent it before. I'd have to dig it up.
Oh man. Well,
actually, that's it. I'm packing it in, boys. My internet career is over. Ursha Minor said, "I'm sorry, Rand. I tried, but I just can't."
Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't have.
That's the only reason I've been hanging around here.
Okay, let's
see. What are you gonna be streaming tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do the Killstream.
The regular show. Yeah.
I was talking to Rand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, me? Yeah. I mean, Monday and Tuesday is my weekend. So I'll be streaming.
I'll remember to get the lotion.
Here's a couple super chats. Croatian Idiot says, "Hey Ralph, I love your show. Stay humble and see this." And he posted an article. Ireland passes BDS bill banning Israel settlement goods. I support that. Kenny Jones 91 says, "Ask Zug Zug why he likes abusing animals and killing cat."
I don't, and that's a lie.
All right.
It's the truth. You killed your cat for some negress.
All right, let's not. We've had this discussion.
No.
We've had it so many times. I'm tired of it too, man. I don't know what is going on.
Well, then you shouldn't have done it. No, wait, we're not doing this again. We're not doing it.
Hey, no, let's not. Steph Dev says,
going on a positive note.
We're going to finish.
Go on, Rand.
This is the positive note. Steph Dev says, "Rand, I've stroked it many a time to your sweet, supple Aussie voice. # no homo. Lols."
I mean, that's plenty homo right there.
It's the no homo bit that, I don't think that was a lady.
By the way, I don't have the clip. If we found it, I don't see it right now. But
there's another positive note you can end the show on is Andy yesterday when he wanted to invite Baked Alaska, he posted a hangout link on Twitter, and we were in there, me, Sarah, and a couple of other guys. Baked Alaska comes in, hears Saren's voice, and just immediately exit. He thought it was Jim, probably.
Saren does sound like Jim. That's fucking hilarious. By the way, I was listening to that while I was driving, and I just heard Gator go, Andy, you just posted the link publicly. And then he closed it down. But I want to thank all of you supporters, the ones who were here earlier, the ones who are here now. Thank you very much for supporting the program. Thank you very much for coming on this 4-hour fucking show that I was like, I'll probably get on. We'll probably talk to the supporters. I don't know.
Sir.
Maybe hour and a half. It's become a 4-hour epic. So thank you all. Yeah. I very much appreciate it.
Hey, Ralph, before you end the stream, can you show that video of the guy getting his hand blown up?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, what?
We were just leaving it on a positive note.
I just think people don't realize it's still going on.
Black Pill Dractonus just had to bring up Black Pill History
This
Month
is
again.
the second time that this has happened this weekend.
All right, let's
Wait,
what?
This is some shit got a man blown off by a flashbang.
Yeah, this happened in France, I believe.
Protest.
Yeah.
And now like some kid got his hand blown off.
Oh my God. Okay. Dractonus. Oh God.
There is also explicit gore in this video, just so you know.
It's really gruesome.
It's new. It's news. So, but I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
Whoa.
Was the shit moving around like it was from a?
Yes, yes, it was.
You could see the muscle.
Oh,
You can almost
It looks
see
like
the
a crab.
Why did you do that, Dractonus?
You paint him up in makeup and everything. Can you make a convincing zombie?
Because Dractonus is obviously one of those degenerates that schlick it to Goro.
Oh no! Is that true, Dractonus?
Dractonus, we need more women in this thing, but like, I'm sorry, when we take power, that sort of degeneracy is going to be purged.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
I'm pretty impressed. We got styled on by a girl right at the end of the show.
All right, thank you all. Much appreciated. Check out Ranbot, stream.me/Ranbot2020. Flamenco's on here as well. It's just stream.me/Flamenco, right?
Deus Vault Sunday. We're gonna put some heathen Kumans to the fucking sword.
Check that out. Dractonus is on Twitter. I believe it's just at Dractonus. Dutch. I don't think Dutch has anything, but if he does.
No, sir.
Yes. Metacurist, stream.me/Metacurist. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, how do you say your name? Allied?
You don't.
I
It's
don't.
very hard to say.
Alid?
How do you say it?
A or Ali or D is fine.
Okay. By the way, you called me a cuck, and I didn't
Yes,
bring
I
you
did.
in. Why did you say those things?
Damn.
Because I'm an asshole.
Bitch.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for the
How would
support.
you do
Anyway,
that?
did you have anything? I didn't hear you talk. So, did you have anything you wanted to say in particular before we leave?
Not at this time. I was just gonna say it's hard to call into your show.
It can be.
I had some stuff like back in September at Gamergate 2, Electric Boogaloo, but I don't
Well,
have
I do
anything.
apologize. It can be hard to get in, and we don't really have a call screener. I want to try to figure some stuff out. Also, I was talking to somebody. I guess I could mention this on this program. It's kind of a cozy stream. Somebody, I don't know if you guys have seen where they'll show a focus group watching a political speech or something, and it will show the like favorability go up and down depending on what they're watching. Like, do I like this part? Do I hate this part? So I'm talking to somebody about putting maybe a little small piece of that on screen where you can see where people could weigh in and actually vote up and down on the favorability just for fun. So we might test that out. And also the guy says he has a call screener bot that will actually work as a call screener. So I might try that out as well. I think a human call screener would be better, but I don't know. We're working on some things, and I apologize.
Especially if you could sort people by topic, so that way you get the people who want to talk about a certain subject first, and then
Yeah. By the way, ocular cavity, Frank Lunt style. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. Yeah. Anyway,
I do actually have a really hot tip for calling in. If you want to call into the show, you get your phone. You
We'll have
find
an
a place
accent
with
for
really
one,
bad
that'd be
mobile
good.
reception, a place with a high wind, with a really cheap microphone, and then
Yeah.
you yell racial epithets in an Australian accent.
Yeah. I will
And don't
say.
forget to mute yourself
normally
in the
at
green
work,
room.
So
Say that again.
I'm normally at work, so I can't
Well,
usually call in.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
stop me.
understand.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Start pop it on Discord then.
All right. Thank you all. Very much appreciated. I had fun today, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Gang, gang.
Farewell. All right. By the way, Dame is going to be back this Friday. He wasn't here the Friday before. Oh, did JF really try the Frank Luntz thing? Oh, okay. Well, I thought it might be cool. I don't know how practical it'll be, but it might be fun. It's just me now. I think I have to figure something out to finish the show with. I know people say they don't like step by step. Are they getting tired of step by step? I personally can never get tired of that song because it's like a perfect song. I don't really see how you could get tired of that. What could I sign it off with? I'm looking through my own list here. Not sure. I'm looking now. Some of these songs. What do I have here?
What do you mean you?
Looking through. You know what? Let me look through. Not Metallica, please. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. Then, dude. Now play this one. Very well. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys Monday, 10:05 p.m. Eastern on the Killstream.